Yesterday's conspiracy theories, tomorrow's headlines. Most are still asleep and I ain't talking about no bedtime. The truth is not a Google search, you need to get your head right. The Greek goddess of illusion was called Media, and I'm not a coincidence theorist, I look for thread lines. Smashing every deadline, no longer smashing red wine. Though I can hear the bells chime, it feels like the end times. That probably should have been smashed on red wine, but the carnal mind is foolish. Obey and end up ghoulish. Don't get used by instinct, take control and learn to use it. Make a load of earnest music, earn a few quid, learn a few tricks. Sure, the truth is persecuted, this whole world is pure abusive. Know a bit about everything and everything about nothing. Figured out my noggin while you picture out shopping. You sit about watching while I dish it out, stop it. I don't mean to sound cocky, I'm not even proud of it. It's a second nature to me, just to be this out honest. I don't even need to sound honest, never been about profit. Everything but out on it, you can bet your house on it. Doubt I'll be out for the count when the sounds, and I'm down for the beat, no beat down. I mean, how long's it been? Help me out. I've been the only one who's held me down. All in the mind, hell freeze now. Still sick with it, healthy how? Few bars down and the world freaked out. I don't reach out, I seek out to speak out. I'ma recount the reasons they beat out. I'm not the way, no way. I have seen the way. Speak, repeat, there's no way.
Welcome, everybody, to the 509 Divine Pines podcast. I'm your host, Joseph Daniel Pena, and alongside me is Stephen Kelley. Tonight is a special episode. World War III has kicked off, and there are bombs going to many countries, and they're going both ways, man. This is insane what we got going on. First and foremost, hey, Stephen, if you could, for all my new viewers out there, could you introduce yourself for a quick minute?
You got new viewers? All right, on. Let me see. Introduce myself. Fuck, dude. I'm just a fucking boomer, man. Right? Dude. Hey. All right. I'm like.
These days.
All right. You know. Okay. I'm a ex-CIA, NSA contractor, fucking inventor, author, troublemaker, whistleblower, all that crap. Yeah. I'm the originator of the Occupy the Getty movement, and yeah, that's what's up.
And for everybody out there, the Getty would be like where Jeffrey Epstein and his homeboys would hang out. That's just like hypothetically. I'm not saying you can fact check me on if Epstein was ever there, but the type of dudes that Epstein, Clinton, and all these weirdos would hang around with is that place. So the Getty Museum. Could you explain a little more?
All right.
So, all right, is it ran by a family? Is that why it's Getty first and foremost?
All right. Here's the thing. Okay, my big thing, of course, is the Getty mission, and you guys have got to understand why it's important. But the thing is that you all know about the Jeffrey Epstein BS. You all know about the pedophilia. You know about the Satanism. You know about the Baal worship. You know about Israel. You know about Mossad, CIA, NSA, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But what you don't know, it's all a big damn mafia. It's called an Intertel mafia. If you do your homework, you can find that. It's pretty easy to find. But the point is that Epstein, he wasn't just some pedophile. He was the head of the entire international mafia, which we call Intertel. And that's why all these people hung out with him. It wasn't because they went there for the little boys and girls. It's because he was the boss of everybody.
Would you say that's like the Atlantic or the Pacific, or is he like more of the American-Israeli connections?
Well, world mafia means world mafia. Okay.
Right, that's indeed. So that stems up to the Khazarian. Right.
The same thing. All right. Well, all right. Let's just, you remember, I mean, I'm just going to assume that people are familiar with the Epstein data. I don't even call it files. It's just bullshit. It's just the stuff that they got. There's all tons and tons more stuff that they don't have. They haven't released. But anyway, the bottom line is that Getty was mentioned in there real quick, and what people
California, the Getty Museum.
Yeah, the California Getty Museum. They're starting to realize. I've been telling everybody about the tunnels underground. This is coming off so damn disjointed right now. I swear. Where's the focus? Let's get back on the focus. I know we're here to
No,
talk
no,
about the damn war with
no, no,
Iran.
no, because this leads into it. This leads into
All
it. If
right,
we
all right,
understand,
all right. Well,
what
okay,
Israel is,
we'll go
because
back to the
Israel,
Getty.
to me, Getty would probably funnel all their elites and money and the best, let's just say, trafficked children to Israel, and everybody who would get caught would flee over there and being protected.
All right. Well, forget about Israel. Okay. First of all, Israel is
Yeah, that's right.
is just bullshit.
They're
Okay. It's
Satanism. Yeah,
like
they're Satanists.
Jews, Hebrews, Israelis, all that. That's just bullshit. Okay. This shit goes back to the flood. Okay. They say so. Now, not Getty, but Epstein himself. He said he works for Rothschild. He said he is an agent of the Rothschild. Yes, he's directly
100%.
below the Rothschilds. The world mafia is under the Rothschilds, but what's above the Rothschilds is the crown. But the point is that Rothschild himself said that they are of the bloodline of Nimrod. Okay, Nimrod. So this goes back to Nimrod. And if you don't know who Nimrod is one of Noah's nephews. Okay, he was king of the earth at the time post flood, but he brought back all the satanic stuff that was going on before the flood. The reason why they had the flood was because of all the satanic stuff. Okay, you read
in the Book of Enoch, this stuff might be
exactly.
like witchcraft and metallurgy
bestiality,
and bestiality and cannibalism,
pedophilia, cannibalism, all that stuff. Yeah,
and the altering of genetics. If we see what the Sumerians have,
but that's not really the thing. I mean, Enoch obviously did not talk about genetics, but what he did talk about was bestiality, right? I mean, you look at the Book of Enoch; he says they were screwing chickens. Basically, that's what he says. And that was
right. And the Greeks were screwing bulls to make minotaur and centaurs.
Well, that was genetic. That was Anunnaki. No, that was Anunnaki. That's leftover Anunnaki stuff. Hell, they're doing that in Dulce over there in New Mexico. They do the same damn thing, making these chimeras. I mean, look at the COVID shit. That's the chimera experimentation. But again, cutting to the chase. Bottom line, Epstein was running this world mafia. He still does because he's still alive. And all this crap that's coming out right now is a big ass distraction because all these idiots are talking about pedophilia and shit and sex and perversion, and they're not even mentioning the fact that this guy ran the world mafia and still does. They don't even want to admit that such a thing is, and everyone wants to point it to fucking Israel and the guys over there. It has nothing to do with the Bible or whatever Hebrew religion or everything. It's strictly this Nimrod crap. Okay, I mean, the blood sacrifice and all that stuff has been going on since like forever. And if you want to get historical, it's the Phoenicians. Okay, it's not Israelis, it's not Canaanites, it's not any of that. It's Phoenicians. It's always been the Phoenicians. Okay,
King like fallen angel worship.
No, not fallen angels. There's no fucking such thing as fallen angels.
Demon,
okay?
devil.
That's made up. That's all made up. The fallen angels are the fucking Anunnaki. Okay, they're like aliens. Okay, we silly ass little humans running around the earth thinking we're all superior. We're nothing but some damn genetic experiments that they did to create slaves. That's all we are. We're here to dig the gold and be slaves and provide food and everything else for the rulers. And the rulers are not the Jews. The rulers are the Anunnaki, the Gray, and the Draco. And those three have been fighting each other since like forever, but they've had a treaty for like 25 million years. I don't give a fuck. We're here to destroy them because ultimately those are the guys who tell these wicked humans what to do. So when they're torturing little girls and collecting blood products and doing all that stuff that they do, they are doing that because they want to be just like their heroes, these demonic aliens. So yeah, your so-called fallen angels, those are Anunnaki. Yeah, it's just like Zachariah Stitchin and all that. That's that. But that's not all of it. It's also Draco, and it's also Gray. And then there's Lilith. Nobody talks about Lilith. But hey, the Hebrews, they do. Or the Gnostics. Gnostics. What do the Gnostics say? Sophia, the creation, Earth's creation had a female entity involved. Where does this male Lucifer shit come from? It's been a female the whole damn time.
So, what would be Iran? Like extreme Islam
Persia.
huh? No, religion-wise, would they be
Shia?
So
they're not
like,
extreme at all. That's a bunch of crap. I mean, my God, they're like
I never seen it. That's
hell, they're
why.
more Christian than we are.
I have been hearing that there's a lot of conversion out there in the Middle East for Christianity and the mainstream.
Dude, when the French had their Olympics and they mocked Jesus during their opening ceremony, and they did that BS reenactment of the Last Supper, the Iranians were the only ones that got pissed off. And they put up a big billboard that basically praised Jesus and said that Jesus was, the Messiah and everything else. I mean, that's why they want to destroy these fuckers. And besides, you look at the ancient Israel, which of course split in two after the death of Solomon, and it split in two, and half of it was conquered by Iraq, or what we would call Babylon, and the other half was conquered by Assyria, or what would we call Syria today. And both of those halves of the country were rescued by the Persians. Okay, Babylon and Assyria were both conquered by the Persians, who subsequently released the slaves, or the Jews, and freed them from their bondage in Babylon and Assyria. So what did they do? They go try to commit genocide against Persia. It's like, where do you get this? So, no, this Muslim crap, that's a bunch of crap. And besides, it's not really what you think, because the NSA runs Iran. It's been running. The NSA has been controlling Iran since the damn embassy takeover. And before that, it was the CIA.
I was about to say that. So with the CIA over there in the Middle East, we have known since the 80s they have been manipulating these terrorist cells and organizations.
They are the terrorist cells.
Exactly, right. So
they're not manipulating, they are them.
That's what I mean. They're funding and creating with these rogue agents, these rogue military paramilitary agents. ISIS came out with a video today saying, "Oh, we will support Israel." Yeah, because you are created by exactly, right. Hezbollah was funded by Israel. All of these organizations that
Hezbollah.
I saw a map where the only country in the Middle East that wasn't attacked by ISIS was Israel.
Yeah.
And
people are stupid.
So when we go back to relate this with the Bible, it openly says, "Watch out for those who say they are Jews but are of the temple of Satan." In Revelation 2:9 and Revelation 3:9. And
hell, look at Jeremiah. Come on, man.
Our species has forgotten. 2 weeks ago, Iran burnt a ball statue, and literally America and Israel both took that as a sign of war. Netanyahu came out. Yeah. Netanyahu said, "Oh, Iran burning the bull is a direct act of war. They will face consequences." And then they bomb a school with girls in it.
Go figure, huh?
It's like they're showing their true colors. It's like mockery in a sense, right? I would say
they sure like killing those little girls, huh? They sure like killing those little girls. You got to wonder, huh?
You think it's just right in our face on purpose, mockery? They're doing it because they know.
All right. Here's the thing, and this is something we should remember.
Is there something to the occult that they love that type of stuff?
Well, yeah, of course. But again, it's like, what did I just say? It's all occult. Okay, come on. It's Satanism. Yeah, Satanism, occult, whatever. It's bullshit. So it's go back to Nimrod. Okay. Here's the thing about Nimrod. When the people of whatever rose up and executed Nimrod for his Satanism, his people, his followers, went underground. They literally went underground. They dug tunnels and they took all their Satanism underground. So when we are fighting like the Getty, it's all about the underground. And it's just like the same thing. Everyone's starting to pick up on this stuff. It's like all this crap on the surface means nothing until we go underground and root this stuff out. Nothing changes because they've been doing this underground since Nimrod. And they come flat out and say that that's who they are. So, what difference does it make? But let's talk about the sacrifice. Okay, there's this thing you talk about. You look at the Old Testament and you look at Jeremiah, you look at all that New Testament. They talk about passing their children through the fire. Okay, that's that Baal worship thing where they burn babies. It came out here just recently that there is a holiday in Israel, a religious holiday. Maybe you heard about this, where they actually light bonfires and they throw kittens and puppies into the bonfire. Now there's a name for that holiday, and somebody asked Grok about it. Said, Grok, is it true that in Israel they have a holiday where they do this? And Grok had to come out and say, yeah, it's true. And there were plenty of reports from animal welfare agencies in Israel that were complaining about this, okay, because they do that. So it's a symbolic thing. They're throwing babies. These baby animals represent baby humans because that's what they did. This shit goes back to Phoenicia. Phoenicia started it. The whole blood sacrifice crap has been going on since 6000 BC. Okay?
So
nobody talks. Why did we not talk about this? How's that? Why? How's that not in our history books?
Yeah, they clearly forget about it. They don't want you to know about it.
Well,
I've been aware that there's these rituals with all the altars and the animals, but I'm very unsure on why what type of deity would be like, yo, give me like 20 cattle.
Well, remember I told you about Nimrod? There's your deity.
Nimrod, so they're like multi-dimensional, like giants.
No, it's just bullshit human mythology. Okay, Nimrod was a human. Okay, and his mother was also a human. But you know who his mother is? Isis. Okay, Isis. So all these sacrifices,
and Isis killed. Wasn't Isis the one that killed Horus or chopped off?
It's all bullshit. Okay, come on, it's mythology. Right. Okay, they made this shit up. If you read the Epic of Gilgamesh, people don't read, I understand, but that's actually the oldest book in the world, and it's about Nimrod. Okay, he's called, Gilgamesh is the guy that wrote the book, but he's writing about Nimrod, and it's interesting, but there's a lot of stuff in there. But anyway, back to this passing through the fire thing. There were 19 kings after Solomon in Israel. Okay, and that doesn't mean Israel was really a country, because at this point they were paying tribute to Syria. They were under the control of these other countries, Babylon and Assyria. But the point is that they were doing the human sacrifice, and it wasn't just in northern Israel in the kingdom of Solomon. It was also in the southern part. In other words, all 12 tribes were doing this shit. And it wasn't just the kings, it was average people. So what they did was they had these altars, they called them taphets. And these altars are, they're Phoenician thing, and they would kill the babies. They would burn the babies, and they call that passing them through the fire. Now,
and mainly it was the enemy's babies, right?
No, it was their own babies, their own children. Come on, it wasn't the enemy's babies. Fuck no. I mean, sacrificing, killing off your enemies, that's no justification. Bullshit. They murdered their own children. Okay, these kings of Israel.
That's why God said, "You guys are killing your own children."
Yeah, that's why you read Jeremiah and it says flat out. It says, "You guys have been passing your babies through the fire for all this long, and you're gonna burn. You're gonna be destroyed. You're gonna go." Oh, I mean, read Jeremiah. It's all in there, over and over and over. But
indeed, and so when these guys are dabbling in that occult ritualism, there's two ties to it. There's people like to think it's adrenochrome or a spiritual possession. When we look at these celebrities and their bodies change, the physical appearances change, and they seem like they're in another state in trance. They admit it, and they're worshiping some demon. These occults like to summon spirits into certain individuals just to make sure that they go on that track, like the president always doing the ritual of Osiris in order to try to channel Osiris into the president. So they're getting some type of energy. It's just not worth it.
You know what? I met this this entity that the people call Osiris or Isis, and she really hates that name. She really was bitching about that. She says, "That's not who I am. They came up with that. I didn't. I don't have anything to do with any of that stuff. They made all that up."
Well, yeah, I mean it's American. Well, no, this American language has like literally destroyed history.
Dude,
We've
you even
changed.
hear what I just said, man? I talked to ISIS, man.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, we can talk to spirits. We just don't know if we're always talking to the right one.
Well, I don't know if
All
it
right,
was a
so let's
spirit,
now. All right, we've touched on this occult enough. As you know, let's get into this now. So Iran, Israel, America. It all started. I think just from what I've seen, there was a zero emission deal going on between I believe Syria and Iran, and just right after the zero emission nuclear deal, the bombs started going off. What's your take on this? How long has this been boiling up?
That's nonsense. Come on, man, that's nonsense.
Okay, my bad.
Jeez. They
I'm
do
still new.
everything
I'm still
on
new to
schedule.
this.
You realize we're having a planetary alignment right now? Did you know that?
I did, and that's very strange too with this whole blood moon.
It's not strange. God, how many? I've been through a few wars, man. I've seen this shit. They did the same thing in Iraq, dude. I mean, they don't do nothing unless the stars and the planets and everything are completely involved. I mean, yeah, dude, they did this on purpose.
You think they're still asking philosophers and these star readers, like astrologers? Because I know from back in the day, the kings would always ask astrologers about wartime tactics, read the stars, figure it out, and go on the perfect alignment.
You don't think they do that?
That's what I'm trying to figure it out.
Well, yeah, of course they do.
I think I heard Kushner. Kushner has an astrologist. Trump's new son-in-law. Trump knows an astrologist. I just don't know if he supports it openly. He knows some.
He's a puppet. He's such a fucking nobody. Trump. I mean, my God, he's a crazy man. They put a crazy man in there to start the genocide. That's all it is.
So what's this?
When Jeffrey Epstein, I don't know. Maybe you didn't read this in the Epstein files, but Epstein actually had a conversation or correspondence with Gordon Getty, okay, about Trump. And this was all going through this guy named Robert Trivers. Okay, he was acting as sort of a go-between between these two guys. So it's very difficult to find direct connection because they were communicating through somebody else.
At a party.
People in power do that. No, not at a party, over emails. Okay. Anyway, bottom line is Gordon Getty thought that Trump is a retard. I'm paraphrasing here, but Gordon Getty said that no, this guy Trump is a retard. And
Trump isn't
Epstein said, no, he is a retard. But Epstein said to Gordon Getty, he said, yeah, but he's our retard and he's very violent and he will do violent shit. And when the time comes, we can throw him under the bus. And Gordon Getty says, okay. So they made him president. So in other words, who the hell is the boss here? It should be really easy. And everyone's talking about bullshit and not one fucking human on earth except for me has figured it out what the fuck is going on. Who the fucking real boss is and how this shit is solved. They're all talking about bullshit, just like we're here talking about fucking Iran, which is just a distraction from the fucking Epstein stuff, which is a distraction from the fucking Getty.
So who's controlling it? Who on top right now? Who? Well, you're saying who's controlling Trump?
The boss of the world?
Who's making the calls right now?
Who controls Trump?
I mean,
Epstein?
I mean, I guess you think
Epstein is alive, dude. He controls. He's
right.
a boss. This is what people don't figure.
But I thought he was like. I thought he was like the. Yeah, I understand that, but
he's not a fucking just some pedophile dude, financier.
No,
he's
definitely not.
He's the boss.
I just from when you look at like the Gray Pope, White Pope, and the 13 families, how does he relate to them?
That 13 family shit, dude. Magna Carta, okay? Magna Carta. Read the fucking Magna Carta. Nobody knows any history.
I'm still young, yeah.
Dude, the Magna Carta has been here since 1300. Okay, it's or 1000 AD or some shit. Okay, it's the same law that they follow. Okay, it spells it all out. Who's who? Who's the boss? Who's in charge? Who does what? How it's the rule book for how the bad guys are supposed to play together. You know,
I did see from you're right. Like this does seem
right,
like a big play. Like
those families you talk about, that you put that in the Vatican crowd. Okay, Vatican is controlled by that old mafia. All right, that's the mafia that basically started the war in Rome. Okay, when the Holy Roman Empire split in two, that was caused by a fucking Vatican mafia. The mafia that set up the Vatican and transferred all the power to Rome are these people you're talking about, but that's just a mafia. Okay, so now if you take that mafia and all the other mafias, they're all working together now, and they've been working together since 1000 AD.
Indeed. This Iran thing does make me question, because I mean, I've seen their headquarters to like one of their main government buildings. It's like this 33-floor pyramid or something.
You're talking about Israel now.
No, Iran. Iran has this very strange, super powerful government building, and it's 33 floors. It's shaped like this weird pyramid.
Who did I say ran Iran? Who did I tell you ran Iran?
No, you didn't say.
Who runs Iran? I told you already. I said so.
No, I don't know.
Sorry. NSA controls Iran. They've been controlling Iran since the 70s.
So then why haven't they brought in this Rothschild banks? They not for it? So, the Iran still doesn't have the full
you ever watch Star Wars? You ever watch Star Wars?
Which one? Yeah, which one?
Clone Wars, to be specific.
Everyone says to watch that. Everybody who's into
this is Clone Wars. This is Clone Wars.
It's really political Clone Wars, isn't it? It gets super
political. It's them showing you in front of your face what they're doing. They always do that. They don't hide anything. Okay, they warn you. They show it in front of your face. If you're too stupid to notice, like we are, then it's on us. But yes, Clone Wars, both sides were created by the same people. Okay, so Iran, they're the let's see, not the clones, but who are the clones fighting? They're fighting the
Empire.
Well, no, the clones were the Empire. Okay. The stormtroopers are the clones. They're fighting the Empire. They were created to fight against. I don't even remember that stupid movie. But
the Republic.
Whatever. No. Okay, you got to watch that movie.
The Jedis.
No.
We're the Jedis.
Okay. Forget it.
Okay, let's go back to this. Do you think that like Jerusalem and Tel Aviv and Israel's done? I foresee that they are
done. It's done.
They're going to be wiped out, and this is an embarrassment to them.
They don't care. They want to do that anyway. They're killing all the Christians, man. Hello.
Again, like in
Israel.
World War II.
Israel is the holy land for us. It's for the Christians. Okay, who do you think they're killing? They're not killing Muslims. They're killing Christians. They're using this as cover to kill Christians. That's all they do. Every country
in their
you know how many Jews are in Iran? There's more Jews in Iran than there are in Israel. I mean,
so this whole thing about killing the Christians, it has to do with their idea of the end times. And when they have the Antichrist about, if they can have less Christians, that's easier for them to rule the population and have their little one world order.
Well, that doesn't really have anything to do with Christians. First of all, the Antichrist is a bunch of crap. They made that up. All right. That's Revelations and all that. They made that up. There's no Antichrist. There's Christ. Okay. Antichrist is a satanic wet dream. Okay. That's what that is.
You don't think it's real? You don't think that...
No, I know. I don't think I know. Okay. There's a big difference.
I respect that. I respect that.
Seriously, I know a little bit about these fuckers because of the Getty, because that's where the elders are. Let me just say this: have you read the Protocols?
The Protocols of Zion. Well, yeah, that's the.
You don't remember
the old school. I know it's the early 1900s books.
Well, what do the Protocols of the Learned Elders of Zion say? It says that everything. I mean, my God, I could practically quote it to you. But in the I'll
Yeah,
just pull up.
in the final
Well,
days
in the final chapter or the final paragraph of the protocol said that everything they're doing, everything they have done, is to cause everyone to become disillusioned and disenchanted to the point to where they will accept the rule of the Antichrist, who they will select, and they are preparing the world for. But you see, these 12 elders that actually are under the Getty, that nobody knows who they are. I think Gordon Getty might be one, but they're the ones that are calling the shots. They're the ones that tell everybody what to do, and they think that they will anoint the Antichrist. That's what they think. But again, I think they're full of it, because if you read the protocols, it says right there that they have no clue what their so-called Antichrist will do. They have
or even
no
looks like.
control. Well,
They
they know what.
don't know anything.
I'm not going to get into that because that's not important. But because humans aren't ready to accept it yet. Okay, what's actually going on? I mean, they're not ready. They're so far from. I mean, come on, humans are retarded. Seriously, look at the fucking tinfoil hat
we've
chat
been
rooms.
degraded over the last 50 years by all these systems.
50?
Like the GMO foods and the medical industry. I think over the last 50
Shit,
years.
in the 1800s, people were way smarter than they are now.
That's right. Yeah,
I mean, I got an encyclopedia from the Civil War. You wouldn't believe how. I mean, my God, it's like, look at math. Math in the 1800s was insane. People today, they can't do math.
No,
seriously, people are stupid.
So is Israel going to be returned to Palestine? Do you foresee? How do you expect this to play out? So let's before we get into these videos, and I'm going to show you
genocide.
What?
Genocide.
Think they're all going to get
genocide? Yeah, it's genocide. We're all going to get it, dude. We're all going to get it. The only look, the intention of all of this stuff is to kill everybody on the surface of the earth. That's the bottom line. This is not about one country or another country. It's about every single damn country. Genocide is every single damn human except the ones that are underground, like the Getty. Okay, that's why we care about the Getty and none of this other
the elite
bullshit.
With their bunkers.
Elite. What is the elite? The elite is code for Satanist. I don't say the word elite.
Zionist, occult.
That's like white hats.
Right, ultra rich.
Ultra rich. Dude, you don't even know what ultra rich is. You want to go ultra rich, you got to go under the Getty, man, because it's like all these guys on the surface that we think are rich. Like
they're not even rich.
No, compared to they do what they do because they have to kiss ass to those guys underground. Those guys are, I mean, that's where the real money is. Shit.
Not just that, but these rappers and actors, they even admit, I don't really got much money in the bank. It's all just for show and paper and contract, and my lawyer took it.
All right, look, you take all the money in the world, all the money, okay, all the money, all the gold, all the money in the world that we know of. All right, that's only 2% of the actual money that there is, which is underground. So in other words, all these so-called wealthy people on the surface that think their shit doesn't stink, they're like ants compared to the people underground. Okay? It's like we're on the surface, we have no comprehension whatsoever. There's more gold underground than has ever been mined in the history of Earth. Okay? It's just sitting there. There's rivers underground that have banks of gold. Okay, seriously, there's so much gold down there. You can't even comprehend it. Okay, and gold isn't even the most important thing. Silver is more important than gold. Way more important.
For living? Yeah, for living, right? So because silver is an antibacterial.
They don't use gold. Gold is like food. Silver is what they actually use to build stuff. Okay, they take that gold and they turn it into monoatomic gold. It's like medicine. They make gold underground. Hell, they make it.
What are you talking about with silver? Like tools?
No, silver.
What do you mean by silver? Tools or?
Silver is a atomic. It's something that can be used to build things in a microscopic scale. Okay, in other words,
computers,
semiconductors. Okay.
Right. Yeah,
beam ships. Beam ships are made out of silver. Light speed requires silver. interstellar travel requires silver. Okay. And silver is number one, not gold.
I
They can
never
make
thought
gold.
about that.
Well, you don't want to know, man. I mean, come on. How would you know that?
Well,
How would anybody know that?
yeah, no, I'm always learning. I'm always down to learn, brother. That's why I'm always
Well, this is shit I was
ready
working
to
on,
listen.
man. I mean, before they shut me down, I was working on that shit. I made hell. They were trying to get me out to Area 51 for years because I figured out how to build beam ships from silver, and the only reason I was able to do that was because I got hooked up to Billy Meyer. Remember Billy Meyer?
Yeah, with the spaceship.
Yeah, with
Billy
a
Meyer's
spaceship. Yeah, and he got some stuff, and that stuff was silver. And they got me to get involved to figure out what it was. And I just happened to be the only one in the world that had the expertise in that shit, that I'm still the only one in the world. And I took that experience and I actually made it available to the US government, and they took it and they used it. And you know what they used it for? Light speed propulsion. Okay? I've consulted with Russian
Light speed
Russians
propulsion, like
about this
talking about like
stuff.
the X-34s or
X-34. What are you
the
talking about?
B2, like talking about the ultra fast aircraft.
No,
Or
that's ion. That's not light speed. That's
Mhm.
ion propulsion. Ion propulsion is not light speed.
So like
Okay.
what type of engine would
The B-2 bombers use conventional jets. However, they're augmented with ion propulsion. They use negative and positive ions. This is the same thing that the beam ships use, but the beam ships only use ion propulsion to basically move around. Light speed is achieved with light. Okay, that's where the silver comes in. And the silver, of course, is what they use to make beam ships.
beam ships, like the big old blimps, the fast UFOs?
Imps? No, I'm talking like a 21-foot diameter flying saucer looking thing. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
UFO. Okay, flying saucer.
Yeah,
I didn't know.
those are made out of silver.
I thought you were talking about like the advanced zeppelins that Germany had worked on. They
Those are
took
made out of fabric.
No, the advanced ones, the UFO ones that are made out of metal that are people are seeing with
They put those things together with common materials, nothing special. Okay, humans can't make beam ships. They're trying to learn, but it takes about 100 years to actually make one, and it takes the entire resources of a planet to actually make one. So no, they're very far from doing it. I mean, eventually humankind will do that when we get working with the Russians and stuff as one world government. But no, they can't.
I think that's probably like 4 years off before we start seeing these super advanced technologies.
We're not going to see shit. Stupid surface humans don't see shit. I mean, come on, we all think that we're special. No, you're not special. You're like animals. That's why they eat your children.
And
come on, man. Humans are stupid. Jeez, and they're getting stupider. Come on, man.
Yeah, I agree. So okay, let's finally get into it. So the first picture right here, Hyatt Regency Hotel in Riyadh. Man, from what I know, okay, this is just to add on. From what I've heard and seen on multiple places, is that certain levels of hotels are getting taken out, and people from the areas are commenting saying they're attacking the American and Israeli spies and people who are there, on behalf of the military for, the wrong people, I guess would be America.
Yeah, it's not that mysterious. I mean, basically they emptied all the personnel from all the bases all over the place, and they couldn't send them home, so they put them up in these fancy hotels. And that way they were close enough so when the shelling stopped or whatever, they thought they could just go back to their bases. And of course, the Iranians said, screw that. So yeah.
What makes their spy system so good? I'm hearing that this Iranian spy system, intelligence and like data collection system that they got over there in the Middle East is the number one. Like they're the best.
Who did I say runs the Iran again?
Oh yeah, I guess.
Yeah, who?
Yeah.
What?
So what was Iran before NSA?
CIA. Shah was CIA. The Shah was CIA.
So the Shiites, the Shah, and the Sunni, they're all fucking fighting because they're all working with different government agencies in a sense. One of them isn't.
No, they're just first of all, as far as all the Muslim stuff is concerned, my opinion is fuck Abraham. Okay, fuck Abraham. All right. If your lineage is connected to Abraham, you're cursed. I don't care if your mother was the slave of Sarah or your mother was the whore that created the Israelis. You're still fucked. Okay. So all this business with the fucking one half of Abraham's family fighting the other half of Abraham's family. How about fuck Abraham? Okay, that's what I say. Fuck them all. All right. In fact, fuck religion. Okay,
Yeah,
fuck religion.
religion seems to be more of a problem than a helper these days.
Oh, hell yeah.
And what's strange is that there's a lot of people on humanity or on Earth in humanity right now that are like agreeing. All right, we have a spirit, we have prayer. It seems like we do have this divine, peaceful creator above. Some people say creators, but the way that people fight about like, oh, only I can talk to God because I pray with the name that I pray with, and you can't. I think that's anti-religion, and that's what's destroying like people's belief in faith. One person says, yeah, like I believe I had a dream with an angel and they told me this, and then the super white collar Christians like, oh no dude, you're imagining things, it's demon. Then the Catholic might be like, hey, like you're right. But the fact that like these religions are taking it upon themselves to force their beliefs and or its death is kind of strange. I mean, even from how this all started, Israel, I think if they would have not been fucking bombing and pagering and doing October 7th, I don't think this would have happened.
Israeli security cabinet meeting gets hit by Iranian hypersonic. 7 to 10
Yeah.
Israeli army general corpses recovered from the site. Oh, darn. How awful.
And there's more reports about like 100 ambulances going through the streets. Everybody is tripping out. From what I know, Jerusalem and Tel Aviv is definitely on edge, and they're all retreating.
Dude,
There's
I
another
know people who have relatives right now in bomb shelters in Israel, and it's not, I don't want to,
It's not good, huh?
no, here's the thing. It's like there's a lot of humans that are misguided, obviously, and certainly we don't condone bloodshed in any respect. Okay, that's the only one that's served by this shit is obviously Satan. So I can't get excited about that. Oh, did I kill my camera just now? Let me see if I can fix that. I have to reboot my camera now just to get it to work. All right, I can get it.
You can do that. So, right here, what we got: U.S. service members just got urgent orders from the Department of War. Turn off location services on all electronic devices immediately. Uber, Talabat, Snapchat are the compromised apps for the army men over across seas. It's definitely not I'm not saying laughing matter, but it's not a joking matter. It's definitely not a joking matter what's going on over there for a lot of our troops. It was bad enough that Biden let like, so much shit on the runway, guns and uh, all sorts of different things, right? But like airliners, jets, weapon, everything. Biden had already left like so much. And then now, I'm not saying Trump left these dudes, but he definitely didn't think about our soldiers' placements before making some of these um, decisions over the last 2 weeks. One moment while I try to get Steven in. All right, so he's now back on.
Wow, what the hell happened there, dude?
You know, the haters and the government hate, when we speak
Fucking
the truth.
Microsoft. It's fucking Microsoft. That's what it is. I mean,
Yeah,
come on, Bill
Microsoft has
Gates
been
with
kind
his
of.
little girls and all that shit. Jeez.
I
He,
bet all of his like spyware and hardware app, everybody who's trying to like who was contracted with Microsoft, there's all bailing out. From what I know, Microsoft is already down billions and billions of dollars. Everybody, all the apps and all the companies that were related to this Epstein stuff is down the fucking drain, which it should be, which is good. You're good, dude. It's a podcast here.
Yeah, podcast.
These videos, okay. This is proof. This is proof that the mainstream media is lying that the Iron Dome is working. All right. From what I've seen, the Iron Dome is like one small satellite, or it's like one small little anti-air missile. Or, have you seen it? Do you know more? Do you know exactly?
Of course, I know. I can tell you what's going on, but all right.
Yeah, no,
First of all,
so how is this Iron
Iran
Dome
took out all the
system?
radar. Okay, they took out all the radars. I don't know if you heard about that, but they had some special radars that basically covered the Middle East, and they've been destroyed. They got destroyed really.
That
They were
was
the first things.
America's Al-Qur'an or
Whatever, but they
Iraq.
Yeah, that's usually what we do. We take out all that stuff, but no, our radars got destroyed, and also we can't replace those things because China cut us off from gallium. They need gallium to build those things. We don't get it anymore. We don't. It all comes from China, which is interesting because gallium arsenide is also the key ingredient for making a lot of the laser diodes in semiconductors. And yeah, it all comes from China, and we got cut off. So no, we can't build those radars. I'll tell you what I was surprised about is that how hard it is to take out an aircraft carrier. I thought that for sure they'd take out those aircraft carriers, but no, it's not that easy. Those things are moving pretty high speed, and it's very difficult.
Wouldn't they want the aircraft? Are you talking about the aircraft carriers in the sky or on ground?
I'm talking about the ships in the Mediterranean.
Because on the ground, if they're already on the ground, I think it would be worth saving them.
I'm not talking about planes. Right? I'm talking about big aircraft carrier ships. Okay, like the Gerald Ford and the Abraham Lincoln
the ships in the
and
sea.
the Bush.
Yeah.
The Gerald Ford, the Bush, and the Abraham Lincoln. In fact, I heard the Abraham Lincoln actually got hit by 4 missiles.
There's some videos down below.
I mean, ships have been hit. Down below, actually. Nobody's talking about that. Ships have been hit.
So,
yeah.
But this already been happening over the last year. We've seen multiple strikes on some of our airships down there in the Gulf and in the Middle East. And what our a military president do? Nothing. He didn't back him out. If he was already knowing that tensions were at the 9 out of 10 and tensions were at the highest, he should have pulled as many troops as close as possible. All of our warships, airships, carriers. Because right now it seems like this was his biggest plunder. Many bases have been attacked. So here's the U.S. consulate in Pakistan. The Marines stood their ground and killed 20 of these. Damn, you see this. This is rage from them. Right now, dude. I feel sorry for everybody who has family that's over there, It must suck knowing that once again our military is just setting our children, our brothers, our sisters up for death, for another death.
They turned off my Getty green screen. I wonder why. I can't turn it back on. Weird, huh?
So, okay, this is interesting. What I'm seeing from the Pentagon and White House, they have conflicting reports. So the White House said that Iran was to blame, but the Pentagon said that the military had no intention. America had no intention on doing anything.
They want death, of course.
Yeah. So It is not good right now. But let's see if we can see the
Well,
full
yeah, because the
screen.
people are going to be
What is
more
this
pissed
right
off
here?
about dead soldiers
So-
than they are than baby girls on Epstein Island. You know, I mean, come on, dude. Let me just cut to the chase. All this bullshit is
And-
so that you don't say Getty. Okay, it's also you don't say Getty. Come on. That shit's coming. All right. All this Epstein stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
People are
Yeah,
going to
but
say
they
Getty.
definitely
It's
want
coming.
the.
Oh, I'm getting hungry. I need to eat dinner.
Check this out right here. This is one of the biggest explosions we're seeing.
Whoa! Oh! What the?
Obviously, that's Tel Aviv.
Right.
That's pretty fucking big.
No fucking.
Is that a hypersonic missile? What is that? That's not an interballistic. People are
Probably
saying this is from
thermobaric.
2015 or fuck no, it ain't from 2015.
It doesn't really matter. Why even care about this shit, man? This is fucking circus, okay? Fuck the circus. What? You're watching a circus fireworks show. What do we really want to learn
Right,
from
right.
this?
So from what I've seen though, from what I see is that literally all of the American establishments and Israeli establishments are being taken out. Hotels like over there in the United Emirates, the biggest hotels, they're all getting hit.
Yeah. Burj Khalifa
Dubai
and
Airport is shut down.
All right. So what's the point, man? Are we tripping? Are we just going wow trippy or what? Seriously. I mean, okay, I'll just tell you what's going on. Our side fucked up. Our side is getting their asses kicked. Our side wants to lose. Our side wants to use nukes. Our side wants to use the bunkers. Okay. All this bullshit is just preparation for these guys going into the bunkers. Okay. I mean, look, Netanyahu, all these motherfuckers, where are they? Bunkers. Hello. That's what this is all about. Okay. So all this shit, we're like, wow, look at the fireworks.
They're all running. Literally.
I don't watch fireworks. Okay. 4th of July, I'll be sitting here on my desk, not out there looking at the fucking fireworks. Okay. This is not impressive.
Indeed. I just, oh no, that definitely, it's not full blown like this is not full blown complete genocide. So I find it hard that everybody is criticizing right now Iran, right? People are criticizing Iran. They want everybody, to hate Iran.
Who's everybody?
The mainstream media, the enemy, the mainstream,
the enemy.
Exactly, right?
All right. So the enemy is criticizing Iran. Okay. All right. Why is that surprising?
See, but the thing is, like the amount of
Satanists don't like Iran. I get it. The Satanists, the guys you're talking about, the media, whatever, the Hebrews, little hats, the mafia, Satanists. We'll just cut to the chase. Call them what they are. Satan worshipers, baby-eating Satan worshipers. They don't like Iran. Okay. They don't like any humans. And besides, 80 million people? Come on, it's a joke. What are they? Oh, no, they got 90 million people now. You can't take over a country of 90 million people. It's like the retards in Ukraine thinking they're going to take over Russia. Nobody can take over Russia. It's just retardation. Like I said at the beginning of the show, humans are stupid. They're getting stupider, especially in the USA.
Indeed. Okay, first thing that we're going to see, though, I know for sure we're going to start seeing all of this oil price go up if they continue to bomb the
Did you fill up your tank?
I did, actually.
I fucking should have gone out and done it too.
So from the China, you know how the Chinese stock market has already hit? I believe it went up like 50 to 80% already. Gas.
Well, who benefits? Who's going to benefit?
Hell, no one actually.
Russia. Hello, Russia.
Are they the only ones with self-supplying gas?
Oh, fucking Russia's going to make shitloads of money. Europe's going to take a complete, absolute dump. All right, Europe's fucked. China, the only country it's not going to be fucked right now is Russia. Okay, they got the gas. They already supply the gas to most of everybody anyway. So yeah,
and so they're now in the position to be the powerhouse.
Their gold reserves, they already are. Come on, man. They've proven it. The entire world attacked Russia practically. Come on, the entire
in Ukraine.
In Ukraine. The whole Western world put their all into that, and Russia just brushed it off. And yet we still have guys like Lindsey Graham or retards like that saying that we're going to beat Russia. Why? Again, you know why they're going to Iran? Because they can't beat Russia. Because Ukraine's fucked. Because Kiev is fucked. So they're doing this shit. They're trying to. It's Satanism. What is Satanism? Chaos.
So Ukraine and Israel are the leaders of this satanic movement.
Why do you figure that is?
Well, where do they go now? If both of their nations are being destroyed,
what is Ukraine? What is Ukraine? There's your history again.
It's a created nation over the last 100 years.
Yeah, I know all that Soviet crap, but the point is the people that we're talking about, the people, the little hat fuckers. Okay, where did they come from? The ones that are running Ukraine. What are they? They're Chabad. Okay, Chabad Lubavitch.
Is that worldwide?
Well, of course it is. That's the mafia. That is the mafia. Okay, so in other words, this thing that you call the Khazarian mafia, which I call Intertel, the world mafia, because it's all the same thing, it's Chabad. Okay, those guys in Ukraine, that's it. They all are. That's their
why they're
root.
Even having Nazis.
That shit goes back to Solomon, dude. That's the thing, is that these motherfuckers, what people don't understand is that when the top half of Israel, 10 of the 12 tribes, were conquered by Assyria, they didn't return to Israel. They went north. They became Turkey, the Caucasus, and all these other things. They even became the Chinese, dude. They went everywhere. They went into Europe. And they went everywhere.
When they were under the rule of Babylon, or under the arrest.
No, I'm not talking about Babylon. I'm talking about Syria. Okay, look, let me start from the beginning. All right, there's 12 tribes, right? 12 tribes.
Right.
Okay. The country split in two when Solomon died. Okay?
I'm listening.
All right. 10 of the 12 tribes stayed in the northern part, okay? And then 2 of those tribes stayed in the southern part. The northern part was conquered by Syria. The southern part was conquered by Iraq or Babylon. Okay?
Okay. No,
2 different things. So fuck the Baal shit, because that's a fucking distraction, because the top half, where the 10 of the 12 tribes were, that was conquered by Assyria, not Babylon, they worshipped Melquart, which is Phoenician. Who built Solomon's temple? Phoenicia. Where did Solomon's power come from? Demons. Where did he get the technology to do that? Phoenicia. Okay, that's the big secret. Everybody's retarded.
And then they started adapting all that witchcraft into all our religions, right? From Solomon.
No, well, again, witchcraft, that goes back to Nimrod. Okay, that goes back to the flood. Okay, it's been going on since forever, right?
Which is where this whole demonology with King Solomon, he was a practicer of necromancy.
But the Phoenicians, if you want to go back to the flood,
so did he learn that from the Phoenicians? And
all right, first of all, there were more than one ark, okay? For all you people that want to poo-poo the flood and say there was there was more than one ark. Well, no, there's actually like 2. Very distinctive. One is on Mount Ararat, you can see it, and one is in Iran. Isn't that interesting? The other ark is in Iran. And the guys in the ark that's on Mount Ararat, they want to kill the guys from the ark in Iran. Isn't that interesting? Okay, and the book Epic of Gilgamesh, they talk about that ark. They talk about both arcs in that thing. They even describe the shape of them. One actually looks like the one in Mount Ararat, which is a big rectangle, and the one that's in Iran looks like a big canoe, as described in the Epic of Gilgamesh. And you know what? The Human Genome Project, remember that? You heard well, that's way before your time, I know.
I know the Human Genome Project.
All right. Well, that came way before CRISPR and COVID and all that. First, they had to solve the human genome. That was focused. The whole reason for doing that was so they could figure out who came from which ark.
And what families of the Bible.
Not what families Bible. Fuck that shit. That's like biblical. That families of the Bible bullshit is like is like a leaf on a tree complaining about another leaf. Okay, it's retarded. The Israelis or the Jews or whatever you want to call them, they got some really retarded shit when it comes to who they choose. It's like branches. A branch splits in 2, and they go with one branch, and they fuck the other branch, and that branch splits, and they say fuck that other branch. It's crazy. It's like it's all the same damn tree.
I literally just seen last week an a video of archaeologists in the last 5 years talking about the stuff in Iran that you were just mentioning. He found giants. They were finding.
They call it an anomaly. Yeah, there's a big giant canoe-shaped looking anomaly, just like the anomaly up there in Mount Ararat. Oh, listen, back in 1990, I think it was, or 2000, I can't remember. That was one of the first things that these Caver Getty guys were doing, was they wanted to go to Mount Ararat because they had, they were digging up this ark thing up there, and they had located the toilet on the ark. Okay, where the humans lived, okay, not where the animals were or whatever, but they located the toilet. And the reason why they were interested in that was because they wanted to collect biological material. Okay, so that's what they did. They went up to, my brother was involved. This is when they were recruiting us. It was actually, I'm a twin, and they were recruiting him because they thought he was me. They didn't realize I was the one they wanted. But anyway, they wanted to send him to Ararat to go whatever, be a part of that mission. I said, no, don't do that. That's stupid. You'll never come back. But yeah, that was to collect crap, fossilized crap from Noah and his family, so that they could take it and study the genetics of that, whatever, the DNA, and they could compare that to everyone else in the world.
Clone them. And they could
not to clone them. No, to fucking identify who's who, okay? You got all these damn humans on Earth. Some of them came from one ark. Some of them came from the other ark. The other ark wasn't just Noah and his family. The other ark was a whole bunch of people, okay? The one in Iran was, in other words, it wasn't, the Noah's family ark, that was bullshit. I mean, talk about incest. I mean, come on, really? You gonna tell me that humanity came from 3 brothers and their wives? Bullshit. One of whom was turned into a slave? I mean, come on. I mean,
it's a controlling story. It's definitely a controlling story. I don't see how
the
it's
Epic
all
of Gilgamesh is a whole lot different. Okay, when the ark lands in the Epic of Gilgamesh, one of the first things you notice is that it wasn't Noah and it wasn't his family, and they actually talk shit about Noah in the Epic of Gilgamesh. They say, you think Noah and his God are the only ones that could? You think Noah's God was the only one that had the power and smarts to warn Noah to build an ark? Hell. Our God told us to build an ark too. That's in the Epic of Gilgamesh, okay, and that's older than the Bible.
Yeah, the arks are going around and they're saving humanity because these guys were a lot smarter. They were able to foresee.
They used arks to move gold. Okay, the arks were nothing but big barges. All right, the Anunnaki came here and they mined gold in South Africa and wherever, and they put it on these big barges. Were made from Lebanon cedar. Okay, cedar of Lebanon. That was the only place in the world where they got the wood to make these damn things, and they would put on their Anunnaki motors to push the ark, because the ark was just a big wooden box that floated in the water full of gold, and that's what Noah built. Okay, but in the Epic of Gilgamesh, they built a whole nother thing. It looked more like a canoe, had a prow.
So is Gilgamesh based in Iran, or it's kind of
what? Is Gilgamesh
where is Gilgamesh based in? Where is Gilgamesh?
Gilgamesh is the name of a person. The Epic of Gilgamesh.
I meant like the story.
Again, the Fertile Crescent. Just think of it as the Fertile Crescent. Okay, I mean, if you look at the Fertile Crescent, which encompasses the area of Yemen running all the way to the Levant over there in Syria, basically that whole area, the whole what we would call the Middle East, that was the Fertile Crescent. The original humans started around the Horn of Africa. Okay, those were the Phoenicians. They worked their way up around the Red Sea or whatever the hell that is, and into Egypt, into Babylon and the Levant, and all the way up into areas where you had other, like pre-Troy, pre-civilizations, Turkey, that area. That's the ancient world. Okay, well, we're talking Stone Age, and then after Stone Age, of course, came the Bronze Age, and the Bronze Age was where all this really crazy stuff was going on, and then when
I think the Epic of Gilgamesh, if I'm right, it's like 30 to 40,000 years
Stone
back.
Age.
So 30, 40,000, 50.
Don't even think about that. I mean, come on. It's like people, stupid Earth humans. I mean, come on. We use these numbers like we know something. It's bullshit. Okay, come on. Phoenicians were
Yeah.
6,000 years BC, and yet, do you hear that from anybody? Does anybody talk about that? No,
Oh,
no. It's in their school books. No. No. Do you know that these? You know how we know that? I mean, first of all, this is what we know about the Phoenicians. We know that they controlled the entire Mediterranean. But you know what we don't know? Is once they sailed past Gibraltar, we don't know where they went. And the only way we know where they went is because we see remnants of their altars that they used to kill children. Okay, so in other words, they took these timbers from Lebanon, these big giant pine cedar timbers or whatever, and they made these big giant boats. And Phoenicians sailed all around the world. They went as far as they went to every continent. Okay, and they were looking
these,
for what?
Are these the people that were told to have sailed and never came back?
No, they came
like
back.
they were okay.
Shit, everybody's so stupid.
Okay.
I swear. I mean, seriously, historically speaking, oh God, it's like they just don't teach this shit.
It was just a no.
It's
well,
just everything is bullshit. It's like the Bible. It's such bullshit. Everybody reads the Bible and they think that's a history book.
Yeah.
It's bullshit. It's bullshit. 10 days to do this.
Not even just that.
You know,
So there's so many different Bibles with like 10 different authors. You know, they're all from their different little sects around the world.
Yeah,
it's definitely hard to see. I'm looking down here. So I have this archaeology video. Actually, it's in my feed.
please.
And if I'm gonna be like now to relate this to the ancient times.
Oh yeah, look at that. Cyprus was hit. That's a big deal, dude. Right there, Cyprus.
In Europe, they're the only country, right?
It's a Greek country. It's a NATO country. Come on, it's NATO. Cyprus is Greece. It's NATO.
It is small.
It's half of Cyprus is Turkey, and the other half is Greece, and both of those are NATO countries. Okay, and the base that they bombed was British, which is also NATO. So yeah, NATO's involved. What is NATO? What is NATO going to do? Shit, they can't do shit.
Do you think a lot of what we're seeing with these pushes over here in Iran and Venezuela has to deal with this ancient archaeology that these scientists are uncovering with LiDAR and their expeditions now over the last 5 years? Because it seems like a lot of these places were attacking. The war on terrorism with 2001, all that, you know, they had weapons of mass destruction. No, they didn't. They had Gilgamesh's tomb. They had these places Hillary Clinton was seeking after.
Look at that guy's.
It's pretty much the same thing with.
Dude,
your headphone?
No, I'm watching a silly video of the soldiers crying. Stupid Americans, I swear. My God, you know they wouldn't have been able to do any of this if people weren't so stupid. I swear. It's seriously, you need 100 million really stupid people to be able to do shit like this. It's crazy, and they got them. Country's full of them.
Not just so. You want to hear something stupid? So I'm just trying to find the video. So,
wow, whose boat is that?
There was a United States military member that was over in the Middle East just in the last 2 days, and he took a video. He took a video from his apartment saying, "Holy shit, these guys, you know, they're bombing. I'm hiding." And then a day later, that place got bombed because of his video. So yes,
idiot, huh?
Right now, people are stupid.
Oh yeah, they're stupid.
Yeah,
with their cell
really
phones.
Bad.
Cell phone. Oh my God, I'm being bombed. Why is that happening? As they hold their fucking cell phone. Oh, fucking retards. I don't use a cell phone. Okay, I don't. I own some, but I don't use them. I've had them in the past when I was like traveling. You actually have to have a phone when you're traveling, but no, I don't use a cell. I don't keep a cell phone near me, man. Fuck that shit. It's like. You got to be really seriously. Everybody uses a cell phone. It's like it's not radio. It's a leash, man. They can, dude. Oh my God. Where do I start? First of all, everybody uses cell phones, so it's like.
What do you think cell phones are? Are they the things that are going to control us in the future? Yeah. Are they going to
kill you? They'll kill you right now. They're killing you right now. They're the instrument of your death. It's happening right now. Yeah. I mean, it's sure, yes, the radiation's killing you, the 5G is killing you. It interacts with the poisons that you ingest in your food and the air. When this war started, I got hit so bad with chemtrails the other day. You think that's just aluminum? There's all kinds of shit. And if you use a cell phone and shit, it's like it takes two parts. It's like they get the stuff in your body and then you need to turn it on. That's where the cell phone
Yeah, and
comes
then
in.
they
That's
tap
where the
in the
5G
satellite and fuck
happens.
with your brain.
Well, it's
Yeah.
not just
So
fuck
after
with
they
your brain.
weaken your
It's
body,
turning on the electronics, the microelectronics, all this shit that they put inside your body, that turns into organisms. It requires intelligent programming, and that's where the cell phone comes in.
right? Yeah, the AI from the cell phones and satellites feeds into these metallic like substances. These
And
in
then
our
there's
body.
a scalar. People don't even have a clue what scalar is. Your house is filled with scalar. Jamal's Gift Market. Oh no, not Jamal's Gift Market.
It says Grand Air Hotel behind it. So all these hotels,
Yeah,
they're like sponsored by, or Trump's an investor, and then some of the Larry Fink's an investor. All these other
and
ones.
all these stupid soldiers, they're calling home and telling everybody, "Oh yes, don't worry, dear, I'm in a hotel. I'm not getting bombed." And then next thing they get bombed, and they wonder why. Fucking
Yeah,
stupid.
China's in on this too.
You know who
There was a
controls all this
video.
shit? The cell phones. Intertel Mafia.
It's over there in the Middle East. Doesn't all of our internet be like it's channeled through the Middle East?
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at these guys are running like they're not running when they're shooting Palestinians, and they're not crying. Why are they running?
They wear diapers, those dudes.
Why are they?
Israeli soldiers wear diapers.
I bet. Yeah, it seems like it.
They do.
I'm just. I would love to fight one. I've seen people fight them on the beach and like these guys get messed up. They're not.
What are you talking
They don't know how to fight.
Dubai's getting smoked.
These funny hat people. The funny hat people don't know how to fight.
Oh well, I don't know. I mean, Krav Maga. I'm not into fighting. Come on, I want to fight people.
A little bit, maybe.
Humans are humans, man.
Not enough.
Come on.
Tel Aviv is definitely getting its karma, man.
Well, yeah.
After all they've done,
those fucking patriots are worthless. Fucking stupid. A single Patriot battery is $1 billion. And once those missiles are gone, you can't. They're irreplaceable. It takes them like a year to make a stupid Patriot missile, and they're backlogged all to hell.
So it's like 4.4. I just saw a video. Like $4 billion worth of Patriot missiles went after a $250,000 Iranian missile.
Yeah, I predicted that shit. Really, it's so stupid. They're so stupid. They did the same thing the Ukrainians did. Exactly. All right. A Patriot battery has like 8 missiles. Okay, and then you've got a whatever truck nearby that's got the guys that are running it with a radar and all that stuff. And when there's a hypersonic coming in, and you've got about 30 seconds to do something, what do you think they're going to do? They're going to launch all 8 of those missiles as fast as they can. And that's what they did. And the damn thing went right through those missiles. You'd think, they go, oh yeah, we got 8 missiles. That'll take out 8 ballistic missiles. No, when you're in that little capsule and you're controlling those anti-whatever missiles, you're going to shoot all 8 of them all at once as fast as you can, because you're going to be dead. As soon as you press those 8 buttons, you're going to launch those missiles because none of them are going to work, and that's all you got, and you're going to be dead. So if you're going to be dead, are you going to like only launch 1 missile and go, oh darn, I'm going to save my 8 missiles? No, the rest of them, no, you're going to launch them all. That's what they
wasting
did.
Our taxpayers' money. Check this out. This is the clip that I was talking about right here.
What has Iran agreed to you that they have never done before? Can you give us any sense?
The single most important achievement, I believe, is the agreement that Iran will never, ever have a nuclear material that will create a bomb. This is, I think, a big achievement. This is something that is not in the old deal that was negotiated during President Obama's time. This is something completely new. It really makes the enrichment argument less relevant because now we are talking about
This is a waste of time.
stockpiling. And that is very, very...
Well, I mean, this
It's
right
all
here.
bullshit. Come on, man. It's bullshit.
So within hours, Israel and USA attacked them, right? So why is this such a big deal? Why would this be, as far as relating to nuclear or anything?
Did you forget already? I mean, everybody forgot already. I guess this mission is working really well because everybody forgot. Everybody forgot what they were supposed to forget. Hello, I'll remind you. Epstein. Hello, Epstein. Getty. Pedophilia, Satanism, Baal worship.
It does seem like it's just a big, big distraction.
Aaron's
But like,
so fucking stupid. My God. They put a big ass show on, launch a few weapons. I mean, my God, people are stupid. It's like, how is it that Trump hasn't been fucking executed yet? How is it that Elon and Bill Gates and all those Howard Lutnick, I mean, come on. Lutnick, look at fucking Lutnick. He's in all the pictures standing next to Epstein, and yet he's part of the government.
Body doubles, I think, man. I really
doubles
think
my ass. What are you, were retarded? Come on, body doubles. That's like, oh, it must be a clone. There's two or three Trumps.
And they have their little bots. You don't think
they're fucking retarded humans. They're just fucking humans. Okay? And they're how you know they're just humans? Because they like to fucking fuck little girls and do fucking shit with their cock. They're fucking stupid humans. They like to come. I don't care how much money you have. At the end of the day, you like to come. That's what it boils down to.
Indeed, okay? Yeah. But I mean, we were seeing in the Epstein files also, like these guys are actively working on cloning and like
cloning.
Yeah,
what's your point? No, they're trying. No, come on, cloning my ass. All right, fuck all this David Marshall cloning bullshit. All right, you know what they're trying to do? They want to live forever. They want to live forever. Okay, that's what it's all about. All right, nobody says that. How come nobody says that?
Upload their consciousness to a computer, live forever, or
you got $1 billion fucking dollars. You got all that money. You don't want to die. You took your whole life to get that money. Now you want to live forever. That's all they care about.
They are doing the consciousness implants, the brain implants, and
whatever. They're doing all kinds of bullshit. It doesn't matter. The bottom line is they want to live forever. They want to cheat death because they think they're gods. Okay. They don't think they're normal fucking humans. They think they're gods. They think they should live forever because they're better than everybody. Fuck that.
Would you say that is the whole 100% like higher class than these rich elites? Because from what I'm hearing is that there's like two sides to these elites. One of them is super satanic, or they worship Lucifer. Then the other one worships Moloch, and then, like one of them is this technology way, and then the other one doesn't want to deal with what people are doing with technology to achieve immortality.
Does it matter?
Right. Kind of.
I mean, come on. The Nazis had different factions. The CIA has different factions. The Templars have different factions. The NSA has different factions. Who cares?
I didn't know the Nazis had different factions.
Of course they did. Look at the fucking Ananibre, the guys who were doing all the occult shit. There were two different factions. Yeah. Okay. One was a little more on the good side. One was a little more wicked. The Vril guys, they were the wicked ones, I think. But it doesn't matter. There's no such thing as a good Nazi, just like a good pedophile. There's no such thing as a good pedophile. I mean, why are we even having these conversations?
Yeah, no. So what do you think? That America is going to get burned next, or
how? Of course we are. You're all going to die. Hello, you're all going to die. That's what this boils down to. You're all going to die. You know why? Because you're stupid. You're stupid.
Well, we're not all going to die, but
I told you how to save us. I told you how to save us, but does people listen? No, they'd rather talk about fucking missiles hitting the Burj Khalifa.
No, but so like I'm seeing. What do you let's be realistic. Let's be realistic.
I'm just saying, it's real simple. Occupy the Getty. If take 3% of the world's population, 100 monkeys. If enough of you monkeys would all wash your papayas and learn how to do that, the rest of the monkeys would learn at the same time. Okay, that's how it works. I haven't got enough of you monkeys yet saying occupy the Getty. Once I do, then we'll win this war. But right now, I'm still teaching you how to clean your papayas. Okay? We've only got maybe 3 monkeys, and we're a long way from 100. All right? That's what it is. All the monkeys are talking about war with Iran or whatever bullshit instead of how to clean your papayas. You know,
I the way I see it though also too is that this Tel Aviv and Israel is also one of the key bases for this empire that you're talking about, like the sex
Empire of
trafficking and
what?
all that, like
Empire
pedophilia,
of
like that's
what?
one of their main empires.
You think?
Huh?
You think?
Oh no,
What have I said?
it's definitely one
Is
of the
the Getty
main
in fucking Tel
strongholds.
Aviv? Is the Getty in Tel Aviv?
No, what I'm
Hello?
saying, no, I'm just saying
Oh my
though,
God,
that,
man.
this is definitely
seriously. Does
this is one of their
Rothschild
bases
live in
being
fucking
taken
Tel
out.
Aviv? Do they store all the world's gold in Tel Aviv? No. Does the Vatican Library in Tel Aviv? No. Is the Library of Alexandria in Tel Aviv? No. Is the power of the world, is the crown, is the throne of power in Tel Aviv? No. It's under the fucking Getty. They're not bombing the Getty, are they?
No, they're not. It seems like
No.
America
No,
hasn't
but they'll
been
bomb
bombed
the
in a
places they
long
don't give a fuck
time.
about, do they? Don't they? I mean, all these stupid people that think that Israel's got to be destroyed before the Messiah comes back. Come on, that's all retardation.
Yeah, that's fucking up.
Yeah, that's retardation. I mean, there's
that would be like
Christians,
the Antichrist in a sense.
Again, there's no Antichrist. That's just satanic.
Right,
shit.
but exactly. So, but thinking that Israel needs to be destroyed for someone to come back would be like a devilish type of spawn.
Well, you think that destroying Israel is going to cause the mass death of the world? I mean, come on, this is like fucking retarded again. You're talking about a tiny little strip of real estate that's going to be a flashpoint for the whole rest of the world because there's a bunch of fucking retards that are programmed to think it's important. It's not important. Okay?
Yeah,
Israel is not important.
That's why I think that we should be supporting them.
The fucking Getty, that's important. But nobody will talk about it because they're talking about this bullshit. And it's working really well. Boom.
It's insane, man. It is insane what's going on.
What?
Especially
How many
because
Americans
we're seeing this blindness, as you're saying, that a lot of people don't want to. A lot of people don't want to focus on what's correct.
It's not even Monday.
Oh, fucking right, dude.
It's still the weekend.
Okay,
you realize that? It's still. We're only 2 days into this shit. We're only 2 days in. We've already fucked ourselves.
A quick little break. I need to get a breather, get some water, go to the bathroom real quick.
Go take a piss. Yeah, okay.
Let's take a quick 5-minute break. Come right back.
I should.
I gotta
go. Go ahead.
Where's this at? Commercials. I got this Billy Meyer UFO.
Not new, what I do. I've been at it for a minute, pursuing, doing the damage. New, I would do everything that I said I would do. I gotta have it, so goddamn it, I'ma be everything I plan to be. Glad to see money coming my way, believe I'll achieve anything I put my mind to, or at least I try to. I'm avoiding my doom, manifesting my room. Meditate to ease the flow. Third eye open, see the golden energy. It can enter me, get me to feeling full. Forget my enemies, dead to me, yeah, I proceed to go to a new dimension. Gotta mention it's inside our soul. Go inside, fuck the outside. Never tell lies, show pride for belief. Gotta keep the range wide, so instead I just write another hit. Getting fried, rolling up, smoke another blunt for the good times. Bad times makes for the good rhymes, so it never matters. I just learned, no, I can't hide. Thank God for every second was birthed with the mind of an ancient soul who's just waiting for the next sign. I'm always watching, vision like a hawk, have them flocking. When I drop it, and talking, have them knocking. Acknowledge that I'm dropping, I'm coming out the noggin, I'm logged in. That's the intuition, nothing wrong with doing what you feel is right. Everybody got this. Usually feel it in the night when I'm dropping knowledge. Never even needed any college, abolished. People telling people what they want. I do not wish control over anybody, do it for the profit. That's the reason that they push it, do it from the cockpit. Cause they got the money, want the money on the mob shit. On the mob shit. But I know they ain't gon' make it, shit is poppin'. At the end of time, new age topics. Revolutionary crusade cross, here we go to a new space. Yeah, we enter in a new place. Louis V on my shoelace, rolling with the blue face. Yeah, I'm wondering what you chase. Just another dude caught up in the rat race. Moving my pace, lot of people looking at me sideways. I chase future preparations, gotta go through my phase. Till I feel ready to rearrange it. Happen on a daily basis, tripping oasis. And so many people that I can see through their faces and touch. So I'm reading minds, feel like I'm evasive, persuasive. Cause I feel the vibe manipulation, I'm patient. Yeah, I feel the vibe, then work to change it. Manifestation, blessings is what I'm chasing. Quantum physics, I'm about to take the time and rearrange it. I play with reality, can't feel like I'm basic. Most people shut it down, don't wanna embrace it. Replace Gonna go far, that's what we on the run for, go hard. Sipping gin while we sitting, spitting those bars. Getting rich, got a vision, get the show cards. Lot of money laying around cause we go hard, always go hard. Spitting fire, see the sonar, hope they resonate with the vibe. Feel like Mozart, really I'm alive in my soul, feel like Mozart. That's what hoes are, too explosive so I show art. Yeah, I make art, sad to see people with no heart. I work to replace all of the negative, I go far with it. I'ma show all of these bitches, no complaining if you with it. Don't you dream me, see the vision, need my energy, the mission. Really take all my precision. Every single day I picture where I'll be the day we get it. Feed the brothers, feed the fam. I don't really give a damn. I don't wanna get famous, I wanna lend a hand. Give the cash and rubber bands to the people always standing on my side, always down the ride. Say I planned it, I'm the guy, like the supersized on the planet. In my mind, I don't gotta try, I already have it. I'll be doing damage, I was born a savage. In my mind, I already died, living lavish. Heaven is a state of mind, be glad if you have it. Living in a simulation, be patient to grab it. Universe will bring it to you if you ain't an average. If you live an average, then Satan found to manage your life. I'm just trying to tell you, if you gonna roll the dice, gamble in your life instead of living precise. I ain't perfect, but I'm gonna earn it. No, it don't concern anybody but my person. Lesson that I learned is that people are gonna burn. Anything you do, they gonna pay the price. Nothing nice come in life for the dipshits. They just wish shit, never gonna manifest it. Never catch me resting, short-term blessings. I just want my brain to work so I can write my next hit. Ignite the blessings, manifest my life, never question a moment in my life. I be knowing that it's meant to be, this my destiny. All the rest of my life really history. The day that I'm finally gone, they'll be missing me. Your position be the reason that I'm gone. 200 songs done, I've been on the run. I ride a wave, make a way, I'm the one. I stay the same, but I'm changing a ton. Rearranging my brain for the gains through the sun. I've been absorbing the light, I could say that I won. At least I'm conscious of what I'm doing, praying a ton. Relay all the information, staying patient with the shit. I write a hit just to get through all this shit. I ain't a bitch, so I'll make it. I ain't dealing with a prick, I'm finna take over the game. Really, I'm getting in, I'm really glad that you're here to witness it. I'm about to fix entire rap game. You could call it magic, like a trick. Classic with the way I spit it. It be clapping when it hits. I be snapping on this shit. I've been rapping, feeling lit. I'm
Yo, dude.
Hello, yo. So, my headphones
Sorry if I'm
almost
aggro,
broke while I was away, but
Say what?
you're
now?
good, dude.
I haven't.
I said my
smoked pot all
headphones
day.
almost broke. That's not good.
You got to get
especially
yourself
these
some of these
days.
professional jobbers, dude. Check this out. This thing is this is what you want to get, man. DT7, what is it? 770 Pro, 8-ohm fucking speakers. Check this out. See this fabric here? How that is? You can wear these fuckers all day. Okay, that's what they're made for. If you look at the musicians
Those
and
look good.
recording
I like-
artists, this is the German shit. This is what these guys in the fucking studios wears. This fucker right here, and I
Those
it's
are
like a
comfy.
300. This is a $300 headphone right here. I got expensive headphones. I got.
Do you
another
even
one
feel
over
them?
here. Say what? Yeah.
Do you even feel those on your head?
Well, the point is that you could wear this all day and it won't bother you. It's like, for instance, the fabric right here is it's easier on your, if like the plastic and shit, the plastic gets really uncomfortable after a while. So yeah, so I noticed that a lot of the singers, recording artists, they'll use these fuckers too. And it makes a difference, man, because I wore a lot of headphones over the years, and after like an hour, it gets pretty uncomfortable. You want to be doing this shit,
Right.
And
Yeah. All
so if you're going to be
sweating
wearing
and
them, yeah. Now I got some wireless over here. These fuckers are pretty expensive too. They're like a $300 pair, but
Here, let's show them on. Let's show your. Right there.
that's the wireless.
headphones.
This is really bitchin' pair. This is Steel Series. Yeah, Steel Series. I mean, this is like a gamer deal. It's got the fucking microphone and all that shit built in. Whoa, But like I said, I'm not using the microphone anyway. This is more for a gamer.
Okay, just a quick thing.
But no, this is what you want, man. You want to get these fuckers. DT 770 Pro 80 ohm. That means the fucking
Quick
speaker.
thing about games, man.
Shit, dude, games. You know what game I'm really enjoying right now is Schedule 1. Hang on a second.
Those look sick, man. That's nice. Hey, speaking about video games,
bald, man. I think I'm going bald.
real quick. So
my age,
this
I should be
Warzone, Call of Duty
bald.
Warzone. When it came out 2018-ish, hardcore, and it was like showing that.
I don't do shooters.
Can you
you
hear?
Froze, dude. You froze up.
Oh no,
You're
no.
back.
That's what I was saying. Yeah, it's kind of laggy in my.
You got shit running. You need to turn off.
I'm gonna bring myself back.
Maybe your computer's not strong enough, dude.
Yeah, no. Let me bring my. You're good.
What do you got? What do you got? Computer there going on? This guy's an i7 that I'm using right here. What do you got?
Still hasn't brought me in.
That's fucked up, man.
There we go. Sorry, I don't know what the fuck that was. It was. Yeah, that was. You're good now. I can hear you. You can hear me. I'm pretty sure, right?
Well, yeah, you're working.
Oh, yeah, that was so weird. It was like a 30-second lag for the audio, but the video was only like 2 seconds. It was definitely a strange glitch.
Dude, you gotta start using another system, all right?
Yeah. So to answer your question,
don't use the SteamYard anymore. Get something else.
Well, until I would have to finish this subscription.
Well, obviously, but I'm just saying. I mean, if I got to use another browser just to do something's wrong.
I use Brave. What do you use?
Oh, I use Firefox.
Okay, Mozilla's pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, fuck. If I can't use Firefox, what's the point?
A quick little what I was going to say about the video games is that so I'm wearing this Call of Duty Warzone shirt, and when this game originally came out, so everybody can see it. It had this battle royale mode, and it was based in Ukraine, and that was before the Ukraine war. And then I started looking, I was like, wait, these fucking games are showing you and showing us their tactics and what they want to do, where they want to go. Okay, another reference is Black Ops. So the same Call of Duty, but a different version, Black Ops. I think it was like Black Ops 3 or 4. They showed that there was this like terrorists in Venezuela, and it showed that
Yeah.
we needed to go take him out, exactly like how Maduro was. It was very strange, and even a little bit of a reference to what's going on. Like now, I think I really think that this is, as you said, this was planned out. Earlier you had mentioned the protocols of Zion, and at the time I was trying to think about it, but Albert Pike also, right? So Albert Pike, when he was writing
He
his,
probably wrote it. Yeah.
yeah, so when he was writing a lot of his books, he also mentioned how yes, these elitists, whatever, these occultists, they want to bring about what we're seeing currently today. They want to have Islam and Judaism fight this world like war, world ending type war, and every other nation in the world to be caught and pulled into it and distressed and drained. And
Well, you want me to explain that?
yeah, that would be, you could probably explain it a little bit more.
Well, again, we're talking about stupid humans, all right? And,
Yeah,
and
these,
in this case, we're talking about stupid humans back in the 1800s because Albert Pike was, Civil War. Okay, so the Protocols was written about the time of the Civil War and talking about, taking down the Tsar and everything else, leading us up to the point we are today, ultimately to the point of the Antichrist. Okay, but they also mentioned the undergrounds. Okay, hello, the Getty, the tunnels. There's a fucking chapter right there. Shall I read that to you? They call them the Metropolitans, whose tunnels, when the time comes, shall be driven under all the capitals. So, to me, that seems a little more important than this shit. Okay, it's like Elon Musk. What is that company he's got? Boring Company? I mean, come on. How in your face is that? Hello, billionaire wants his own tunnel system? Hello? Dude. I mean,
yeah,
people are so stupid.
that boring tunnel, it's still active, from what I hear. They say it's shut down, but from what I hear, people
It
people
doesn't
still,
matter, man. The point, that's just for the public consumption.
for the rich. So how
Not for the
how
rich, for the fucking stupid people. That's for the
no,
you to
no,
see on TV.
no, for so
What they're
how much
actually
do the
using it for is for something else.
is
All
there
right,
like a
look at
money
this way.
limit? Is there like a money
Money limit?
requirement, or how do they get into those people? How do those people get into
How
those?
do you qualify to become one of them?
Like, yeah, like do they join the club, or
Well,
yeah,
they
I'm
wanted
guessing,
me, but I didn't join. But I mean that.
right? So I mean, but that's the thing though. So either they get trafficked down there, or they're that rich or in the club. So there's only a select few. There's these bunkers all around the world, but we're not gonna be able to live in them. Why, like,
No. But what's your point? I mean,
oh no,
do you
kind
want to
of,
live with one?
nah, dude. The new Fallout TV show kind of shows what would happen. A lot of incest.
Oh, you think? You think that's what it is?
I think that's what they've already been doing. They've dungeon trapped themselves and their families down in these caves so long. They've interbred with like
Nobody
their whole
knows, dude. Fucking everyone's clueless. Even Putin's clueless. My God.
Well,
God, it's so
there is a population underworld right now. We know the tunnels exist. We just don't know how many people. Millions, thousands. Is there a reference? Do you have any idea?
Does that matter?
I mean, is there any number though? Like, have you ever heard about any, like, around the world? Is
How
there a
many are
number?
down there? Does that
Yeah.
matter either? You know
Well,
what matters? They eat babies.
right? Yeah. But so I'm saying, like, okay, how many people, or how many?
Oh, how many
is it?
babies?
No. How many people? Like, is it? Do you think that there's
Slaves?
millions of people down underground? Thousands?
Well, first of all, underground is the whole world. Okay, it's
Right.
not just the Getty.
That's true.
People are so
No, I
stupid.
do. I'm unaware. I'm
Right.
aware of the military
Right.
deep underground bases that go down
Right,
like
okay.
30, fucking 300 feet, 300 yards, and
No,
these
dude,
things
it's
are
more than
going
300 yards.
right. But these
It's a
things are
mile, man.
these people are meeting inner reptilian, inner Earth beings,
Oh,
reptilians.
fuck
Also,
that shit. Well, don't confuse the subject with fucking alien crap. Okay, come on. You paid. There's more money. Half the fucking gross national product of the entire United States goes into building these tunnels and bunkers.
that's a lot of
Okay.
money.
And when people say tunnels, The bunkers are tunnels. They use the tunnel making machine to make these things. A bunker, hell, Phil Schneider told everybody how they do it years ago. And yet everyone's so retarded. It's like, my God, hello, they killed the man. You know? Yeah, they haven't killed me, but they have reasons for that. But yeah, he described it. Only since then, there's a lot more. Oh shit.
There's a lot of people coming out with the
Right,
videos.
dude, I gotta
and
take care of this cat. Hold on a second.
Okay,
Here.
no,
I got a cat.
no worries. I got an article to read. All right, guys, man. So we know for sure, like this, what we're seeing, it's being allowed to happen. You know, it's kind of like how do we say it? The party got a little too wild, and you know, they need a little bit of drama to kind of brush things down with this whole Epstein case. Yeah, like it's shaking the world. Everybody is kind of hurt with this Epstein case. Speaking about it, man, like so many people have resigned from their jobs. People are leaving the nation. CEOs literally like saying that they're sorry for even ever being the friend that they lied about their relations. Bill Gates is openly admitting that, you know, he was part of these things. We don't have any more faith in our idols, we should say, or you know, faith in our celebrity at all. You know, for a long time we were wondering why we were like these, you know, politicians, celebrities, big time, you know, rich folk out there in society. But we've been seeing that they've led us astray. You know, our politicians lead us to war. Our celebrities lead us to Diddy parties. You know, Disney would take us to Epstein's Island. That's one of the craziest things I found out, that the Disney cruise liners would take the children. The Disney tours would drop by Little St. James Island. So,
dude, Disney's is connected to the Getty. Hello.
Okay, yeah, I was about to ask. So
it's with this Getty,
is there like right? So is there like stories of like you know, this certain celebrities ever going there, or like tours,
like
or certain
testimony?
classes?
Victim testimony?
Well,
when you say story, what is a story? Fuck Allie Carter. She's fucking one of them. Fuck Allie Carter. Okay. Fuck Allie Carter.
Is she?
Fuck Allie Carter. She was fucking put here.
I don't know.
Fuck yeah. Fuck Allie Carter. She had to kill babies. She admits to killing babies.
What?
Duh.
Whoa.
How the fuck do you think she got out?
That's what I'm trying.
My God.
I'm asking you. So let's hear it.
Dude,
so
how do you not know?
She said she was. She you're a little more OG, bro. You know, hey, I respect you. Got a little bit.
Dude,
she said she's
one of them.
Daughter, but that's a lie too.
It doesn't fucking matter. It's all fucking. She's a fucking one of them. Hello, she's COINTEL. Right. She's one of them. Hello, look at her fucking handler. That bitch handler that calls herself her mother. That bitch is fucking crazy. Hello, I've talked to the bitch on the phone. She's fucking nuts. She's one of them. Why do you think she talks to people like Stu Peters? Hello, Stu Peters? You think he's real? Oh, who else did she talk to?
Makes sense.
Oh, I don't know. Charlie Ward? You think he's real? You think those guys are fucking real? Who do you think they work for? She's fucking one of them.
It's like Candace Owens right now. Candace Owens
is she's fucking ruled by money.
Is a fucking. Yep, exactly. Yeah, she's a fake too.
Dude, she said Getty? No. Has that Ian asshole said Getty? No. Has Joe Rogan
Ian Carroll?
Getty?
Yeah.
No. Yeah. They're all fucking losers.
Hold on. If I'm gonna be honest, I think one of his guests did say something about Getty once.
Who?
Only I don't remember. But
whose guest?
one of Joe Rogan's guests quickly mentioned it and then didn't say anything again because you know how Joe Rogan will talk
okay,
fast.
well, you got to remember, find out who that is. You know, here's the thing: people talk about this shit in passing because it's all over the place, but it's gotten to the point now to where the Trump crowd is going to start trying to embrace the Getty to try to suggest, so you just don't talk about fucking Epstein, okay? They want
Trump's connection.
yeah, and you know why else? Because of fucking Gavin Newsom, who's going to be the next president, who I've been telling you all for the last 8 years is going to be the next president. Yeah. Now he's in front of the WEF. Oh, yeah, he will be next president if we survive. And then who do you think is going to be in control if Getty survives? Gordon Getty's 90 years old. You
does
think
he have his
he's
kids?
kind of anxious to see he's got a lot of fucking kids. Who cares? Doesn't matter. He's just one fucking human. I don't go after humans.
So you said
go after
you said it was mentioned. You said it was mentioned in the Epstein files, right? The Getty.
Yes. Correspondence
So,
between Getty,
want to talk about that?
and fucking Epstein. I already did.
Let's slow down. I know. So let's explain.
All right.
Yeah.
First of all, a little
down.
background. All right. Let me just try to get this out. All right. Again, these guys think you're all stupid humans. All right. The people I deal with, the NSA, the CIA, these so-called elite, okay, they think you're a bunch of fucking cattle. That's why they want to kill you and eat your children, because they think you're just stupid cattle. Okay, and most of you are. You're just stupid. You don't have any psychic skills. You don't know anything about actual history. You don't know anything about aliens. Your technology, you're limited. You think the Earth is flat, shit like that. That's really stupid human shit. Anyway, you're gullible. Your gullible's all fuck. I mean, if you weren't stupid,
I'm gonna tell
you
you, bro,
wouldn't be able to get away with any of this stuff.
So I'm 30. I talked to this younger generation.
It's not just the younger generation, dude.
I talked to
going on for a while.
From the years around me, and
nobody knows physics.
Like, I'm stupid. I don't want knowledge. I don't care. I don't want to read books.
Knowledge. Hell, if people understood physics, they would have never gotten away with.
But with your generation, you guys respected books. No
books, huh? Books. I learned my physics from building lasers.
9/11 didn't make sense. Your generation respects books. Like, your generation respects knowledge.
Respects books. Well, dude, my generation, they had books, but that doesn't.
You didn't read? Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, I read. I read the fuck
out
of. I wasn't forced to read. Why, did you read my book? I actually wrote a book, but did you read it? I talk about my book reading didn't start. I'll tell you about my book reading. I got in trouble. Okay, I got busted.
Send me in paper. I'm down.
I'm not sending you no paper. It's not in print anymore. It's on fucking. You can go online and get it off of. Hell, it's on YouTube. There's an audiobook on YouTube. You don't have to read it. Someone will read it for you.
You sent me the PDF, but.
I will put a link to the thing. All right. Anyway, the quick story was I got busted at Disneyland. We used to go as kids. We were delinquents, and we would plan these operations where we would go to Disneyland and do all this crazy shit. And one of these trips, we got caught. And part of my punishment was I didn't get to do anything. Okay, I had to do nothing but work. But I got turned on to books, and my mother gave me a copy of James Bond, Dr. No. Okay, this is like a total 1960s book type thing, but she gave that to me, and it had just this little tiny bit of sex in the book, and that's all it took to get me to want to read more books. I read the entire James Bond series, and I read the entire of all these. Yeah, I read a shitload of books. I can't even remember all the books I read. I was a book addict, dude. I'd steal books. I couldn't have enough books.
So I'm just to be honest, yeah, bro. Like, I see people a little bit like younger than me because of the way the school system has been bought out by the Bill and Melinda Gates Fund and all these weird laws and legislations and rulings taking out everything that's too smart, and they dumbed it down. People can't even read anymore, bro. Like these. We can read. We can.
They don't want to. They're lazy. They're too busy staring at the fucking phones. Some of this younger generation
doesn't know cursive.
They're reading text on a phone.
Well,
they have short attention span.
Right, but that's the way that the system is building it. These richer folk want it like that. So it kind of sucks. It definitely sucks.
I can't blame the system for making people lazy.
I want to work with them, and I want to have hope.
You have books behind you. What the fuck is that? You know how people do that? They'll have like they'll take a video of themselves and there'll be a bunch of books behind them. Everybody does that. It's like they're
Yeah.
trying to look smart. Seriously, you have books behind you. I see that. You have
These are real
bookcase.
books.
Yeah. I know, but I can't even.
Yeah, these
I
are
wish
real.
I had room for books. I have boxes of books, dude. I don't even have half
Oh,
my
real?
books anymore, obviously, but yeah, I read a lot of books. I'm thinking about finishing.
I was
my
a pretty
second-
prolific reader ever since a kid, and it's helped me because I always knew like if I were to read, you know, we can read between the lines if we read enough books, read enough history, read enough news, and follow the paper. Okay, so you said you have another book. What is this?
You make a good
your
point.
first book, Lasers, Cavers, and
Yeah, I got
Divers.
another book. Lasers, Cavers, and Magic, also known as Cities Under the Plane. It's got 2 revisions. The second revision
what's your
is called
second book?
Cities Under the Plane. The second book is
What's the difference?
Jedi 101. If somebody tries to copyright that, I already did. Anyway, yeah, that's my second book. It's almost done. It's half done. I wrote about 8,000 words.
So you're talking about more of the individual, and Lasers, Cavers, and Magic is more about our enemy, or how would you?
Have you read it? You haven't read it, have you? If you read it, you'd know.
No, I haven't read your first book because it's still on my computer, my email, on my PDF, and
dude, it's an audio.
I don't have a
audio
PDF
book.
reader, the simple one that's free.
Do the audiobook on YouTube. Type that title into YouTube, and you'll find a page that has the audiobook.
Oh yeah, no. What I was saying is, how would you describe your? I'll do it right now. Yeah,
it's a fucking autobiography. It's an autobiography.
Okay.
Book.
So what's this second book about, Jedi? Can you tell us a little bit about it? Can you give us a preview?
Jedi 101. It's a kind of a textbook for people that want to understand the universe a little better. You know, that kind of be able to do magic, that stuff. You know, not be stupid. Elevate.
Well, I think magic is like our psychic abilities, but like a science that we just haven't like fully understood yet. What do you know? Magic is a funny term.
It's just a word. It's a word we use in the West. People are funny. They use it. It's a simple word. If I was talking Chinese or something, I'd use a different word. But in where we live, we all use the word magic to describe it. Oh, another way of describing it would be manifestation, which you could understand. And manifestation could be slow or it could be instantaneous. I like the instant manifestation myself. I do crazy healing.
Is
you
it
know
this?
that, right?
So follow the second channel.
Huh?
Like psionic healing and force healing and.
Dude, you're not even looking.
No,
at it, right?
I'm on YouTube. You see it? You don't see it?
Or,
oh no, here. Oh my bad. Oh, it's right here. There you go. I didn't have the page up.
What's that?
No, it's not that. Here,
no, you're gonna do a search. Okay.
No,
Lasers, cavers, and magic. Type that in.
Oh, my bad. Wrong. It was wrong tab.
Oh, there it is, right there. There it is.
There we go.
All right, that's the page. 20K views, huh? You'd think it'd be more than that. I mean, it's a free book. Jeez. I have no idea how many people read the book. I give them away for free, so a lot of people read it.
Oh, so this is the whole audiobook. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's the book somebody did.
Okay, let me put this right here in the chat for everybody.
Yeah, for all
who did your artwork?
Some guy. Cool, huh? Yeah, I have
What is it? Is it radio?
What? What are you talking about?
What I can't. Is that eyes? What is it?
That's a face of a little girl looking from behind bars, being held by the hands of an alien. Okay, with 2 men in black.
Now I see that
on the side of the alien. At the bottom is soldiers with guns with lasers. Okay. Oh yeah, and there's a sign right above the little girl's head that says "Next off ramp, Getty." That's an actual street sign. Getty Way.
Have you ever heard about the alien entities that supposedly control the elites and like the Kazarian mafia and all the all the most powerful people in the world? They're all controlled by this demon or these aliens or this council of one. Where
oh my god, Are you
something-
reading this or something? What is this?
No, I'm asking you. Have you ever heard of something similar to it? To that, where what entities and what group of entities are controlling these people?
Well, dude, I
Like
already
what
said very clearly at the beginning of the show who they are and what their names are. Remember?
the entities?
Yeah.
I didn't
You forgot
understand the word.
already, huh?
No, I heard the word.
You
I
ever
just
say it
never heard.
again?
I never heard the word before.
All right.
So
Don't forget. I know the
Alright.
listeners are apparently paying attention. So you're reading. That's why you don't remember. But there's 3 entities that we're at war with. These are the only ones we care about. Everyone else forget. And they are the Anunnaki, the Gray, and the Draco. Okay? Those are the enemy. They're not the same thing. They're 3 different things, but they're all bad. Doesn't matter who did what. They all get to die. We're going to genocide all of them. That's what God wants. That's what we're here for.
and the Greys are like the slaves, right? They're
Whatever. Who cares? That's their
biological
politics. Who cares about their politics? They're all going to die.
biologic. So in Roswell, right? So Roswell and these other UFO crashes, it's
Well,
the
yeah,
U.S.
those were
Army
Greys.
and
Yeah.
so yeah, they were uncovering
lied.
their technology. It was turned on by touch, so it was all like holographic touch panel type of
Are
stuff.
you
And
reading this?
no,
What are
this
you
this was these were from
What
the
are you looking
reports. So I found old reports way back in the day. Yeah, no. So how many bodies did you
mean
hear with Roswell crash?
descriptions of shit that people said to describe you. Idiots trying to describe what they saw. Who cares about how their descriptions of what they saw? They didn't know what they were looking at. You still don't. You still don't.
You don't think we reverse technology? You don't think we reverse engineered anything?
Why do you think they need people like me, man? God.
Well,
Why do you think they're trying to get me out to Area 51?
Bob Lazar did reverse.
Yeah, I met Bob Lazar twice.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So they are reverse engineers.
Well,
they are reverse.
Let me put it this way. Yes, they're trying to reverse engineer, and you know what? They've hit a plateau. They can't go any faster. In other words, there's more knowledge that needs to be. Yeah, no, they're not stuck at a wall. The point is that the knowledge spiral is increasing exponentially, and it's now going straight up. In other words, there's not enough humans to do research for all the research they need to do.
There definitely isn't enough smart people. I think that's part of the collective problem where in some of the ancient sites and ancient cultures, when they talked about having intelligence and technological heights, they would also meditate and have a spirit together. They would pray together, or they would even think thoughtfully together in a more enlightened, higher vibratory state, which would I think it sparks a lot of good thoughts and good energy when we go in a room and there's people with higher consciousness and everyone's all joyful and thinking of positive ideas, like that gets shared. People
like at a wedding where everyone's drunk. Go,
yeah. Sometimes, yeah.
Come on now. That's not
depending how drunk.
I know what you're trying to describe, but I'm making fun of it because it's.
I know what you mean. Yeah. So the ether realm, our Akashic, or our thought realm, as the ancients would say, has been altered, like because of all these alcohols and vaccines, GMOs, and all this stuff that's attacking us. These satellites, these phones, our energy, our higher consciousness of Akashic, thoughts and ethereal thoughts, and our energy, our ki, our chi, our prana is literally not even reaching the aura sphere of life. Like let's just say, for visual purposes, if 1,000 years ago there was this Buddhist monk and he was in the most enlightened state and clean power, he was healthy, happy, fed up, and he would he would go by a tree, and the tree would be able to feel his aura, or he would be able to feel the tree's aura from 50 yards away, 50 feet away. And then, the tree might literally give him some energy, like, hey, I have an apple here. Oh, hey, look over there. There's, different energies that
you mean like talking to animals and stuff?
No, like nature gives us signals, like electrical signals too. And it's not always in thought or voice, but it's like, when you see something that's like, that it's calling you, and then it turns out, oh, that saved my life. So the Buddhist monks in a higher consciousness state and would be able to vibrate in a room with 50 other people and feel and share vibes and create more powerful positive vibes. But these days, because of all the artificial and destruction in our body, we can't do that. If 50 people are in a club, their consciousness and their frequency, their beta delta gamma thought waves are so thin, corrupted, and erratic that now that, let's just say there's a tree in the middle of that club. Well, now the tree can't feel them, and everybody around is getting the wrong signals. Everybody around is getting the signals from the lower vibrational.
All right, you're missing the whole point of all of this.
Well, no, I'm almost done. So you know,
you're reading something that's
no. I'm not reading anything. This is off the top of my head. So we as a species, like me and Steven, we're highly intelligent people. My viewers out there are highly intelligent people. Steven's viewers are highly intelligent people. I've been, in his chats. I've been around. They're cool. So you look at this other side of reality right now, though, this carelessness. I want to do pills, drink, do meth and crack, and I want to party, fentanyl, blah blah blah. I want to listen to Cardi B, Beyonce, Jay, and blah blah blah. That it is literally creating a room. So this room is now a poisonous, toxinous, evil vibe room that's also manifesting the darkness, the ignorance, the not caring about the Epsteins or the Gettys, or not caring about your health, and it just goes in and out. Like,
you're still missing the point, man. You're describing a symptom.
Right,
Let me just say this. This is important. Let me just say this so you can work it into what you're thinking. Okay. Everything's divided into two sides. The entire universe works this way. It's service to self and service to others. What you are describing is service to self, and what happens when you get a bunch of people who are service to self, low vibing, all that crap. If there was you throw in the service to others, it changes the entire dynamic. Okay, if everybody goes into this service to others, it's changed the entire dynamic. So yes, in other words, who's responsible for what you're describing? The people are responsible. Why? Because they're selfish. They're selfish.
That's right. So in order to help, lead the people to the Getty, lead the people to fighting for the trafficked children, and all this stuff, like, we can't just do it on the low vibrational foods, the low vibrational music, the low vibrational people around us. No,
man, don't blame the food and the music, man.
You don't think no, McDonald's?
Blame the person. Hello. Stop blaming the environment. Blame the person.
You don't think McDonald's is filled with human meat?
No. All this crap. That's like saying that a baby is born into the world and the world is shit, and so the baby has no choice but to become shit. No, that's not true at all.
No. I'm telling people to change away from all that. Go organic. No.
You should be telling them the thing they need to change is not what they eat and what they consume and how they expose themselves to shit. It's again two things. It's only two things. They have two. They can make a choice. They have one choice or the other, and if they make the wrong choice, they can have all this shit you're describing, and that is selfishness, service to self. If you serve others, if you live to serve others, you're not part of any of that. Changes everything, and in the world that we live in, you can't blame the Satanism for being responsible for why we're all Satanists. Okay. In other words, it's like, if you don't care about children being eaten, it's probably because you're selfish. Okay. It's probably because you care more about yourself.
But don't you?
That's
think
the bottom line. It's not because you're McDonald's.
No, for sure not.
It's you.
But when we go back to the book of Enoch too, so the book of Enoch says, the God cast down these Nephilim, these dark spirits, these demons, and killed them all, wiped them off, and punished them to serve on the days of the earth, roaming around like lost spirits.
Where does it say this?
In the book of Enoch. In the book of Enoch, yes. In the chapter 2, 3, 4, one of those two, in the first few chapters. Secondly, in Daniel, I believe it says, I don't know what chapter verse, but this is real. So beware of the devil, for he walks around like a roaring lion, waiting for those who he can devour. And like these spirits, Jesus was known to cast them out. You know, like, hey, like you're not allowed in this person.
Well, we can do that.
Right. And Matthew, in the book of Matthew, it says, judge not for, you know, they know not what they do. It's because there's this spirit that's inside of them, you know.
That's a cop out. That's a cop
Right.
out.
Oh no, I know. Not for us though. We are too strong to blame.
I includes everybody, man. Everybody's same. All right, look, the very fact that we're even talking about it, that's the thing. Okay, the Epstein files is a perfect example. Okay, perfect example. Like you said, the issue is, why are people not doing anything? Okay, right. That is the issue. So what does that mean? That means that even if you take all these people who we think are normal, good people, you would think they're normal, good people, and then you expose them to this horribleness, and then they don't do anything, that means they're now responsible. Okay? Anything that happens to them afterwards is on them because they saw the truth and didn't do anything. So, in other words, that's the difference right there.
It's like a worldwide revelation on the method where, like, because we saw it, we seen it, we ignored it, it was out there.
Hell. Yeah. You get to burn now. If you don't do anything about it, you get to burn. You were warned. Your prophet came and warned you and you did nothing. So don't complain afterwards when you're in hell burning.
Right. And
that's what that means.
Even there's another biblical scripture that matches with this. So it's up to the glory of God to hide things, but it's up to the glory of kings to seek them and learn them. And you know, it's like,
what does the first verse of book of Thomas say? Gospel of Thomas.
I didn't read that one yet.
Oh,
I know I need to. It's one of the banned ones. I know, but I need to read it.
Schismatic. That means it's good.
And no,
I should read it.
I hear it's amazing.
It's actual Jesus. It's actual Jesus. That's the thing about all this stuff. All right. Here's a big one. Jesus had 2 brothers and 2 sisters.
Have you ever read the chronological gospel?
Did you let that sink in a little bit before you ask me another dumb question? Come on, seriously. Don't just let that pass by.
I'm known for that.
Hello. Let me repeat myself. Jesus had 2 brothers and 2 sisters. The sisters nobody knows anything about because that's just the way people were. They didn't write anything about the women. They didn't care. But the brothers, we know very well.
Was it John?
One of them is Thomas, who was actually a twin. Jesus was a twin. He was born a twin. So, yeah, there were 2 babies in that manger.
I've heard that before, too.
Oh, you heard that? Oh, I'm telling you right now.
No, so it's like the same thing with Cain and Abel and like this.
James is his other brother.
James. And Pollux and Castor.
Don't be talking about Cain and Abel. Fuck that bullshit. Come on, Jesus. Hello. That's like normal people should fall over and melt because they've been trained not to believe that shit. Hello. Jesus was a human. He had brothers and sisters. Hello. He was married to Mary Magdalene. He had children. Hello.
Do you believe that it was
what?
Do you believe about the insemination with Mary? How it was artificial, or do you believe it?
It doesn't matter. Does it matter? No, it doesn't matter, does it? It doesn't matter.
I guess to us, not so much.
What is this belief word? I believe.
No, but there's some truth to the tales and aspects of how
it's like. You're talking about the past. You know who talks about the past? Satan. Satan talks about the past. We talk about the future. Fuck the past. That's Satan's domain.
Okay.
Satan goes, look what you did in the past. You're fucked. No, we're in the future.
So let me ask you about some of this stuff with Iran and countries, the other countries. So they're hitting. I think they hit like 10 countries. So first of all, you told me that hitting Cyprus was a major problem. Can you explain why?
Like, all the other countries are not NATO. Cyprus is NATO. Okay, you understand? That means NATO is.
But NATO doesn't always step in when one of their countries.
No, NATO is a joke. Okay, but yeah.
Yeah, I know.
So what? NATO's now involved. Okay, hello. A NATO base was attacked in a NATO country. What more do you need to know?
Oh, I didn't know it was a NATO base. I do know about.
What do you think they're attacking? Apartment buildings? It was a NATO base.
I don't know, actually. Yeah, good call. What I do know about NATO is that they got like 1 million troops from China 3 years ago to help build up some of their army. Ooh, nice stuff, man. Is that Langer's?
I don't know what it is. Tart cherry, man.
No, the brand.
It's supposed to be good for you. 365. This is like food
club.
Some food market. Best.
So So with them hitting, let's just say the next one, Saudi Arabia and the UAE and the Emirates, and hitting their hotel, the Burj, they hit the Burj Khalifa,
right.
they hit some of the main hotels.
What's your point?
It,
It's only 2 days in. What's your point?
Yes, I know. So okay, how is the United Emirates bound to react? Are they very warlike, or are they peaceful?
Let's get to that. Let's cut the BS and get to that.
Yeah,
right?
I'm trying
Next,
to.
what's coming? You want to know what's coming?
Well,
Right,
between
forget
every nation, yeah.
I'll tell you what's coming. What's coming is first of all, they're already freaking out. They were not expecting this. They're getting their asses kicked, and not only are they getting their asses kicked, but their soldiers are not able to hide. The soldiers are actually getting taken out. It's funny when that happens, but these countries that have been hosting these countries for all this time have not had to experience this, and they're realizing that hosting the United States is going to be very expensive. Closing the Strait of Hormuz is going to be very expensive. They're kind of fucking themselves, and on top of that, the so-called elite, as you like to say, that run these countries, who are most of them aren't even real Arabs. They're Jews. You know what I mean? Like Saudi Arabia, they're Jews, but the people are gonna rise up. They're not gonna put up with this. Look what's going on in Jordan. Look what's going on in Iraq. Look what's going on in Syria. Take your pick. The rank and file people are not digging this. And there's take the Shias. You mentioned the Shias earlier. I don't know what it is. Which country? I don't think it's Jordan. I think it could be. I'm not Baghdad. One of these countries where they've taken out they've torched the embassy. It's mostly Shia. So, and again, I don't get involved in this whole fight between Shia and Sunni, because for me it's kind of hard to keep track of who's who.
Right,
But,
it definitely is.
and then you throw in all the fakers like was going on
ISIS and
all that nonsense. I hated that. What happened I'm sick of what happened in Syria. I'm really sick about that. And I'm angry too. I'm angry at Assad. I'm angry, but it's understandable. What happened in Syria was the same thing that happened in Venezuela. Is people succumb to the sanctions? That's happened in Syria, and when you are put under a vice like that, you are more prone to take the bribery. And bribery, of course, we can throw money at people all day, and that's what we do. We spent $5 billion to start the coup in Ukraine. That was cheap. We've spent hundreds of billions of dollars since, which was, stupid. But starting the coup or starting an orange revolution or whatever it is that we like to do in different countries, it doesn't always cost that much money. They thought they could pull one off in Iran. I mean, this is how stupid they are.
How's Iran so big? Why is it so powerful and big?
First of all, there's 90 million people. Okay. And second of all, it is big. It is
huge.
big.
It's huge.
Yeah, it's big. And it controls strategic waterways, which is important. And it has, I don't know, uranium. Yeah, it has uranium.
Big mines of uranium.
Gold, and it has oil.
Oh shit! They have everything they need then.
You know what else is funny is that people are stupid, but they talk about Pakistan. They don't. You know what they don't talk about? They don't talk about Baluchistan. You ever heard that, Baluchistan?
Nah, dude, you made it up.
Baluchistan is on the border of Pakistan and Afghanistan. It's full of Chinese right now. China built a railroad that goes from central China all the way down to the Persian Gulf, and it enters in through Baluchistan and goes down to Gwadar, Quadar. We've been fighting that project for the longest time. And this is it borders this area right there is next to Afghanistan. And of course, if Gwadar sets up, it'll be very, very simple for Iran to build a pipeline or train route that goes straight to China via this new highway that they built through Baluchistan. So yeah,
and you talking about the Silk Road, the new Silk Road that China was building?
Silk Road, call it what you want. Either way, it doesn't matter. There is a highway and a train link that goes from Wuhan or whatever it is, way Central Asia, China, all the way down through Kashmir into Pakistan, through Baluchistan, down to the coast in a place called Gwadar. And we've been trying to shut that down since forever. Okay.
So here's a pic.
Yeah, Gwadar is actually a very cool spot. I mean, it's like Southern California only. If you look at this, click on the Pakistan right there. You see Pakistan. Click on that. You know, Baluchistan. There you
I'm
go.
bad.
Well, anyway,
You want
yeah,
this?
is
This
all
one?
right.
Or
You're
no?
just confusing people. All right.
No,
Anyway.
no. So this.
All right. Anyway,
My
that's
bad.
just part of Pakistan. All right. You can't see it close up. What you should have done is just type in Gwadar.
How the
Okay?
hell?
Gwadar. Type in Gwadar.
How do you spell that?
Quadar.
Oh, Qatar.
Not Quatar. Gwadar. Q-U. Spell it the way I'm telling you. Come on.
My bad.
Erase that shit. Come on.
Q-U what?
Here. Erase that. Q-U-A-D-A-R.
All
right.
Qatar country or city.
Yeah. Just Gwadar. Just click on it.
All right.
That'll take you there. Anyway, Gwadar. Why is this so difficult? Or try G. Maybe. Is it Q, not Q? Is it G? Yeah, try Q. I'm sorry, G. Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't know what.
Gwadar.
Country. How about that? I'll put country.
Yeah, try that.
Oh, Gwadar. No.
This is such a pain, man. Gwadar.
No.
Gwadar.
What the?
G-U-A. Get rid of the R. Okay, there's no R there. Gwadar. It's not Gwardar. Gwadar. G-U-A-D-A-R. Right? Get rid of the R. There you go. All right.
Oh, the city right here? No,
well,
that's Antioch.
That's not it. All right, look, just forget it, okay? This is a waste of time. Seriously. This is visual bullshit. You're using
no, it actually did come up.
Again, yeah, that's
the Baluchistan did come up though.
Right. Turn this shit off. Come on, you're wasting my time. Turn this
all
shit
right,
off.
yeah, I don't know. This fucking glitched out.
Anyway, the point is that's a big important spot of real estate, and most Americans don't even have a clue, obviously, that it exists. And yeah, a lot of
Israel wants to fucking wipe it out and take it over. So is that Israel's mission?
Fuck. Did I say
no, I'm saying no. So when Israel's attacking fucking
CIA, right? I said CIA.
Yeah.
Okay. So, is Israel a CIA?
No, Israel. So Iran is bombing the fuck out of Israel to wipe it off the earth, right? So do they want to wipe off Iran?
But, okay, all right. Back to that. Good for them. I hope it works. Good for them. Good for them, man. Let's see those missiles fly. And while they're at it, take out all those bases in the Middle East. But you know what? What's it going to lead to? Nuclear war. You're all going to die. It's duh. Why is this going to happen? You know why? Because you let it happen.
So, all right, back to the Gwadar. What you mentioned about Gwadar?
Back to Gwadar. It's just one more thing that's very important going on that we'll do anything to stop. Okay. Come on.
Yeah, there are countries.
Look, the United States is fucked. Okay, let me just cut to the chase here. All right, United States is fucked. We've been fucked for a while, but we got this retarded Trump that tells everyone, "Oh yeah, we're the best. We're the best. We're hot. We're hot." No, we're not hot. You know who's hot right now? Russia. Russia's hot. China's hot.
Their technology, man, is way better. I'm thinking, right?
Yeah.
Way better.
You know what else? They're cheaper. But hey, it doesn't matter, dude. I mean, come on. We go, wow, man, wow, these are bitchin' guns they're killing us with. Who cares? I think you should be more concerned about trying to not be killed instead of talking about how bitchin' it is or watching it happen.
For sure.
Right?
I think
it's like robots are coming. China makes right now you could get a robot in China that'll kill you for $5,000.
Damn, that's putting Elon Musk out of business. His was
way cheaper than Elon Musk. He don't care though. All right, you know why? Because he's also a fucking baby eating pedophile, and he will build legions. He flat out said that he's going to build 50,000 robots to defend his ass, to make
like
sure
an army. He did say that, huh?
Like an army. Yeah. It is a fucking army. He called it a legion. Okay,
that's a bad word to be using. It's demonic. It's the Bible, you know.
It's like saying it's a battalion or whatever. It doesn't matter. It's a legion. He wants to build 50 legions. Okay, a legion is 5,000 troops. He's going to build 5,000 robots, and then he's going to build another 5,000. He's going to keep doing that. And then what? Then what? You're going to fucking throw his ass in jail when he's protected by robots? And you know what else? Fucking Grok You know that thing, that AI program that made
It's like a
Elon
demon. It's like a summoned demon,
like a
isn't it?
demon. Who I have fucking just words of like fucking demon. Hello, don't interrupt the fucking Grok. Grok, hello. Grok controls the fucking military. Grok has no brains, no ethics. Grok is not a human. All right. AI, hello. There's two AIs. There's Chat GPT. All right. There's fucking Sam Altman and his bullshit. Okay. That controls the military right now.
Yeah,
Okay?
these AIs do. Yeah, they're
Yeah,
using
and
like
you know what?
Palantir
Grok
and
is taking
Anthropic.
over. Grok is taking over.
You think it's gonna be number one?
I'm telling you, it's going to be number one. It's happening right now. I don't think.
X is definitely the hottest app for sure.
Fuck X. I didn't say X.
No,
I
I'm
said
saying
Grok.
X
Grok
in
is
general.
not X. Grok
No,
is
but
not X.
yeah, in general
Okay.
though, like
X is
Elon
fucking
is definitely.
retards. Okay, X is Twitter. Hello, this is
Yeah.
X is where retards talk to each other. Hello,
Hey, we're
has
all
nothing to
retards
do
here in
with Grok.
America. Yeah.
Grok is the fucking AI. X is not AI. Two different things. Okay, it just
These
Elon's
AIs
brain is everything, not just one thing.
These
All right,
AIs are gonna either
Here's
kill
what you
us
should be
or
paying
help
attention
us.
to. These motherfuckers are Intertel Mafia. Hello. They're CIA, they're NSA, they're part of this big giant worldwide mafia that wants to kill you shit. And yet
Yeah, they're just following orders, man.
following
That's it.
orders.
Yeah, they're following
What the fuck does that
their
mean? Does that
handlers'
mean they're
orders.
innocent? Does that mean they're
No,
innocent?
I'm saying
They're following orders?
no, hell
They're
no, they're
killing
not.
the
No, they're
babies
not
because
innocent.
they're
I'm just
following
saying
orders?
these guys are like
What
a
does
lot
that
of
even mean? That sounds like something a Nazi would say. I was following orders.
No, I'm saying they are following. Like
No, they're
the
not.
peons. The peons are following orders, yeah, but
Oh, the peons. No, they're
yeah.
not.
Like ICE agents?
No, nobody's following orders.
You don't think ICE
No.
agent?
No, it's called greed. Hello, greed.
That
Greed.
too, yeah.
Greed is not following orders. Not that
Evil.
too.
That's evil. It's evil. Whatever
You
way it
don't
is, it's
follow
evil.
order. If you're a slave, you follow orders because they'll kill you if you don't follow orders. Are you a slave? Are you afraid that they're going to kill you?
I'm not,
maybe?
but they
Look,
are
the
for
only
sure.
reason that people could say that it's okay is because they're afraid. I'm afraid. I'm a slave. They're going to kill me. They'll kill me.
Yeah.
All right, and that just means
that's true for them. Yeah.
You're just
Hey man, it's getting pretty late. I think we should save some more of this, or what do you think? You want to go and say anything more?
You think anybody's learning? Do you think
Yeah.
they're listening?
Hey, there's what it is, what it always is for sure is like we spark ideas, and that's the main thing, you know, spark new ideas. And
I wish, God, I wish. Well, that's the whole idea, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you know what it is? It's the narrative. It's the so-called narrative, controlling narrative.
Yeah, they definitely try to control the narrative.
Right. Tonight we're talking about this Iran war. Now, why are they having it? So that you'll talk about it. So it'll take up your brain space. Your brain space is so focused on this shit, which is them trying to kill us, that we don't pay attention to what we should be doing, which is killing them.
Yeah. All day I was working. Lately I've just been working and saving like some of the heavier podcasts till later night. So yeah, I definitely feel like, you know, a lot of people are stuck in this artificial computer phone world, though. They're not, you know, they're not like living a real world life.
You know, again, you're not learning. Again, you're either selfish or you're not selfish. Okay, you're either greedy or you're not greedy. Okay, don't blame the phone. Don't blame McDonald's. Don't blame the enemy. That's you.
Okay? Yeah, they can't. That's them for sure. Not me. That's them.
If you're stupid, that's you. If you're not reading the books, if you're not learning, if you're not going, wow, this is bullshit. Oh, that's you.
Right. Yeah, I seen a meme just to wrap this up. I seen a meme today or earlier this week. After everything we have been through over the last 3 years between COVID and Epstein, if you are not a conspiracy theorist right now, you're fucking retarded.
Big time.
Yeah, dude. I mean,
this conspiracy theorist, though, shit. Who made that up? The fucking enemy made that up.
Yeah, 100%.
You know who uses that? Grok.
Oh, he does. Huh? The AIs do use that. That made me think.
Yeah, you say, hey, what about this Stephen Kelley dude? He'll say, oh, that's a conspiracy theory. Bullshit. A human being that says another human being is eating people because they're a witness or they know the truth, that's not a conspiracy. That's like slander or libel. That means if it's not true and you don't like what I'm saying, take me to court, motherfucker.
Well, you think these, and just wrap up a silly question. You think these AIs are eventually going to be held in court and be like they're going to be taken out?
Off. It doesn't matter. They're going to kill you anyway.
All right, hey, man. Let's have you on again here pretty soon. Maybe like once
What do you
this
think drives those robots, dude? AI.
Children's blood.
Rock.
Hey,
Children's blood.
so hearing about like so is Israel and all these motherfuckers, they're like saying, oh, there's a state of emergency for 12 days. So okay, over the next 2 weeks, I'm gonna keep on updating, and I'm gonna keep on like just looking at these things. Just probably focus on like other topics too. So here in a few weeks, I'll have you back on, and we can just like see where the world
Hey,
is
you know
at
it's
that point.
trippy right now as we speak. My group, the Occupy the Getty group over there on Telegram,
Yeah.
a bunch of people are joining. I mean, seriously, as we're having this little conversation, I'm like watching all these names pop up of people who are joining the group. It's kind of,
That's cool, man.
Well, it's the
right here in the link drop. Oh, hey, dude,
Telegram.
There was a lot of comments. It says, "Fancy, you here? Can we pray? Gospel of peace. Does the Bible say to pray without ceasing?"
Praying. You want to talk about praying real quick? Let's talk about it.
Pray.
All right. Listen, since you got into the whole spiritual shit, just turn that off and listen, okay? Turn it off. Turn it off. I'm going to answer these things, okay? Listen, you're reading that shit. You should be listening, okay?
I'm listening.
Stop looking at the screen.
Amen.
Stop.
Okay.
All right.
Looking at the camera.
All right. Look, first of all, praying. What is praying? Praying is intention, okay? That's what God is. God is intention, okay? The things that you want, the reality that you desire, that's your intention, okay? That's what we call magic. Magic is intention, okay?
Yeah.
It's causing the thing that you intend to happen, okay? You're causing reality to bend to that. If we all focused our intentions on changing this reality instead of our paychecks, our sex life, and all that's what we eat for lunch and breakfast and dinner, that if we focused our intentions on helping other people, that's the big change, okay? So when you talk about praying for it to end, for one thing, intention is something that works if everybody has the same intention, okay? And this is why I talk about the Getty thing, because if I can get everybody to think about it, pray for the children under the Getty, okay? And when I say 100,000 children are dying every year under the Getty, that is absolute fact, okay? And every day that goes by, that's happening, okay? So pray for that. Pray for your own souls for mercy for not doing what you should be doing, and ask for the tools and the power and the strength to do what you should be doing, and the protection. And remember that Jesus said that you have full authority through him to use your foot to stomp on the serpent and stomp on the scorpion, and basically he will do that through your foot. So don't be waiting for him to come. Don't be waiting for angels. You're the one that is responsible. You know the truth. You're not doing anything. You're waiting for somebody else. You fail, okay? You start out by serving your fellow man and realizing that everybody's the same person. We're all humans, and that means if you're a mother and you have a bunch of children, well, the children in the house next door are equal to your children, all right? And that's just how you be an advanced human, and that's ultimately what we have to do, and we all have to care for each other. We all have to be responsible, okay? So pray that you become a better human and you become responsible for your earth and your fellow humans, and then all this stuff will go away. That's the bottom line. And Occupy the Getty and look us up. Google it. Google my name and join us on Telegram.
And with that, hey, 1 second, everybody. May God be with us. May God keep us strong. And may God keep us righteous. Amen. Hope you guys have a wonderful night. Lately, I'll be honest, I've been super tired. So the sun's finally coming out over here where we're at. And I'll be energized more, and hope you guys enjoy these podcasts as I go through this year. See you guys. Peace. Be blessed. Be high.
Adios.